But overall, I think it's looking at her frame data. It turns out some things were more unsafe than I initially thought. But overall, it seems like a pretty decent carry, pretty strong at the wall. She gets a lot of stupid stuff at the wall. I mean, verdict's still out. I guess, you know, it's only been a day or two. But it seems like Chanel was doing pretty well. We'll see. It's tough to make the call in the day.
この鉄拳プロチャンピオンシップはバンダイナムコエンターテインメントが主催する鉄拳7プロライセンス選手を中心とした招待制の賞金付き公式大会です。毎回テーマを変えながら旬な企画をお届けしておりましたが、今回は日本と韓国のトッププレーヤーが集結した12対12の日韓対抗戦の模様をここルフス池袋 e スポーツアリーナより生配信にてお届けしてまいります。本大会は株式会社ローソン様、株式会社ウェブマネー様、株式会社ゲオ様、グッドナイト様よりご協賛をいただき、運営配信を行ってまいります。そして大会で使用いたしますモニターを ASUS ジャパン株式会社様、ヘッドセットを株式会社ロジクール様よりご提供いただいております。また本大会はサードウェーブ様のゲーミング PC ゲームマスターを使用いたします。ゲームマスターは HMV&Books オンラインにて特典ガレリアマウスパッド付きで販売中でございます。続いて本日の実況解説のお二人をご紹介いたします。実況のゲンヤさん、そして解説のハメコさんです。
I guess we're live, man. We don't get a countdown. What's going on, guys?
Hey, coming in hot, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. They didn't tell us mics were out either, I guess. What's going on, guys? Welcome to, again, Tekken Pro Championships here in Ikebukuro. A different got a venue change from last time, for sure. But right now we're getting started with the LCQ. Can they hear us? Does that mean they can hear us? Yo, chat, talk. We have like no stream director. We're just out here by ourselves in the Gaijin corner. Help us out.
クアンバオブティシアンタイプ N を1名様に。
Man, no countdown, no nothing.
こちらのセットは大会オリジナルロゴパネル1枚とタイプ N パネルの2枚がセットとなった豪華アーケードコントローラーセットになっております。そして2つ目は株式会社ロジクール様よりご提供いただきましたアストロ A10 ゲーミングヘッドセットです。こちらは3名様にプレゼントいたします。そして3つ目は ASUS ジャパン株式会社様よりご提供いただきました ASUS VG2589 ゲーミングモニターです。こちらは3名様にプレゼントとなっております。この他にも豪華商品をご用意しておりますが、そちらは後ほど皆様にお伝えしたいと思います。今夜に行われる予定の本戦の表彰式前までにご来場いただき、抽選番号を受け取っていただいた先着500名様を対象に抽選を行いますので、今配信をご覧になっている方にもまだまだ間に合いますので、ぜひ会場の方にお越しいただきたいと思います。
Yo, chat, say something if y'all can hear us.
抽選番号は入場時に着用していただきましたリストバンドに記載されております。
Oh, y'all can? How long have y'all been able to hear us? They didn't even tell us mics were out. 腕から外れてしまった、破れてしまった、取れてしまった抽選番号は無効となりますので、そこら辺はご注意お願いいたします。また15時より開始いたします。本戦の開始直前にはドラグノフとボブのモノマネでおなじみのお笑い芸人ノーモーションが参戦いたします。 What do you know about these no motion guys? You look like you enjoy some comedy. What do you know about no motion? That Bob cosplay is on point, man. He is looking very American.
These guys are pretty cool. I know they got famous doing a Street Fighter campaign.
Michael, the people said they can barely hear you. Put some bass in your voice.
Dude, that's my voice. It sucks.
Alright, so the overview of the day of preliminary tournament. They're talking about the LCQ tournament that's about to go down here. So this is going to be the classic. First of one single elimination.
you know what to expect. This is going to be the player that joins the 11 current JP Pro license holders to take that 12th spot on the JP team to be able to compete in the JP vs. Korea exhibition that will happen in just a little while, right? The big thing is, since this is first to one single elimination, you're going to expect a lot of Tokyo-based players in particular.
Right. And you don't necessarily get a license either. This is just to open it up to your average player. Characters are locked, I believe, right? Is what he's saying now?
Yeah, characters are locked. I see a lot of scumbags. I see a lot of people running Julia and Negan, trying to get the day two, the day 2 one and done. I see a lot of scumbags in here. You don't play Julia, though. What are you doing?
I don't know, Bum. What do you think, man? I think I've seen a lot more action on Twitter regarding Negan, especially than I have about Geese or some of the other characters when they were released.
Well, I mean, let's be real. It's only, especially the Tekken character, right? Like it's been less than 48 hours in some regions.
Right.
It's really difficult to make some of those calls, but at least initial impressions, people are having fun labbing them up. I'm curious to see what comes, who emerges like as kind of the stronger or like more played character in the end.
Right.
Right now, it looks like a lot of people are at least having fun taking Julia apart, though, man. I was watching a lot of Chanel stream. A few other streamers actually just seem like they're having fun with her.
I'm glad, you know. I mean, Harada and I, we do always kind of take a gamble when people say bring back whoever, whether that's Kunimitsu or whatever in past, you know. So when we brought back Julia, it's like, okay, are they just loud or are they actually going to pick up the car and play with her? But it seems like everyone's enjoying her. So
I can imagine that's tough, right? Because you don't know if it's just like nostalgia or like if they just want her and
it's
then
like
oh
nobody
good,
it's in the game.
Yeah,
all right, I'm cool now.
But for the most part, no. I think most people seem to be taking favorably to her.
Cool.
She seems at least just from the past 48 hours. But anyway, talk to me guys at home. What are y'all getting? Who do y'all think is going to take this JP vs. Korea exhibition, man? Because looking at those teams, so we're not there yet, right? We got to wait for this LCQ tournament to finish up, see who our 12th man is on the JP team. But give me just your initial thoughts when you see the lineup and when you saw this event. What did you think about it, Michael Murray?
Well, you know, I'm very busy recently trying to organize stuff like these events. I didn't do this one, but I was actually amazed from a different perspective that they were able to get all of these players in one room on the same date in the same location. I mean, you got 12 of the most famous players from both Korea and Japan.
Yeah, I mean, the only ones really like Saint, you know, aside from him, it's hard to really complain about that Korea squad. Like you said, the crazy thing is that they got 12 of those guys to get on a plane and come over here on the same weekend like that to be able to compete in an event like this. But, you know, hats off to them. They did it, and as a result, you're going to get one-of-a-kind event for Tekken 7, at least in the past year or two, right? This whole thing, it feels like it started in recently with that Ryzen exhibition, right? Where that was just kind of first to one. But the thing is, like, first to one, that's performance in the middle of an MMA arena. That's for, like, mainstream face, right?
In the middle of a hurricane, too, as well.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's, you know, first to one, very quick matches. And that's cool, right? The idea of it is cool.
Right.
But have your, you know, Japanese versus Korea matches in an environment like that where you have a lot of eyes on the game that maybe wouldn't necessarily have eyes for, right? That's not necessarily for us, the people who play the game and the people who have been watching. This is for us. We get to see some sets. And then at the end, we get to see some Looney Tunes shit when they finally run the 12v12 like that. Yeah, the rules we're gonna get to them a little bit later, guys. But
Pretty
stick around.
unique,
We're gonna see some good stuff.
We'll enjoy the LCQ first. Probably a lot of names that you don't normally see will be out here today.
Well, I mean, you say a lot of names you don't normally see, but I think if you've been watching twitch.tv/Anime Illuminati every Tuesday for Fighting Tuesday to see one of the biggest weekly gatherings for, fighting games in general, but specifically Bandai Namco Entertainment titles in the world, I think a lot of these names will look familiar to you. A lot of these guys that we see on a weekly basis are out here trying to grind and just trying to scum this last spot out.
You would know, right? You see a lot of regulars here today?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Actually, in fact, the player that won this past week, Kuzen Asuka.
Oh, okay.
He's right there.
Cool.
He's in here. I see Jonah, who's also been doing some really cool stuff at Fighting Tuesday. We've been setting him up to be able to give seminars aimed to beginners to be able to teach the game from a very fundamental, very basic level worked their way up to the intermediate level. He's been putting together these seminars and presentations alongside Nishi and Yu to be able to encourage more people to pick up Tekken and get in there and play.
You seen an increase, actually?
Yeah. It went from, we had maybe 18 people come just specifically for that seminar the first week. This past week, we had roughly 23, 24. And it's fresh faces, too.
It seems like the place to go when you're in Tokyo. We just had EVO Japan in Fukuoka not too long ago. I saw a lot of people showing up in Tokyo after that. It seems like, okay, let's just stop by Fighting Tuesday, right? So you guys are like the home for almost like Sugamo kind of, just on a different day, right?
Yeah, usually, well, I mean, it's funny you say that. Like, we run our Tuesday event, and that's console-based, right? And in particular, to be honest with you, that event started with Dragon Ball, but, eventually we got support for Tekken and Soul Calibur as well. But to be honest with you, the numbers that have blown me away are the Tekken ones, to be honest with you. It slowly but steadily grew to be able to, we have some top players, some of these pro license holders, in fact, they're every week on a weekly basis. They're, if not grinding out matches, grinding out casuals, helping and teach new players, which is, I think, pretty valuable.
It's kind of difficult to do in Japan because, it's not like the States where you just go over someone's house or you go to like a local place where everyone congregates. There isn't really a place you can congregate outside the arcades, and that's you're seeing less and less of those more recently.
That's one thing that's kind of, I'd say, held some game scenes back, especially with in this era of console exclusive releases, right? That's something that Japan has had to adapt to, but I think events like ours have been really good for that, and we've seen, you can see the growth firsthand, right? More people, I think, are playing the game, and that's not credit to us, right? Like, that's the game, dude. It's a good ass game. Everybody wants to play it, right?
It's a lot of things. I think
yeah,
the game is decent. I mean, I had a hand in it, so I can't say it's really awesome. And there are some things which we could have done better, but overall, I think it's a really enjoyable game.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding, man. People are going to it. People are watching it. People want to play it, dude. It's you can pat yourself on the back for that one. Good stuff. And
I
again,
think the audience is matured as well. Our Tekken fans, they felt kind of like left out a lot of stuff, EVO or whatever, or esports in general. But since we've had a lot more opportunities for Tekken 7, I think a lot of people are feeling that now it's time for Tekken to have the spotlight. And it seems like people are a lot more happy now. We don't see as much negativity. A lot more people are doing streams and other cool stuff and having fun with the game, it seems more. So I think there's a lot of things that led us to here. And right now, number 2 in the EVO lineup, I heard, as far as entrance. Did you see that?
Well, it's only been like a few days, but I'm sure it'll be fun. I don't think you have to worry about entrance or attention for that game at EVO. I think after this past year's, I mean, dude, it's been there forever, dude. Like, but especially after this past year's top 8, which I think kind of rocked the house. I don't think you have to worry about that.
Well, I'm going. Harada's going. We'll see you guys there, hopefully.
Let's see. Who do we have here?
Oh, they don't have names on the display, huh? That overlay?
No overlays. Come on, man.
Damn, dude. We're like streaming out of someone's
Okay,
basement.
Rencoin versus Shooty.
Oh, here we go.
Shooty playing. Okay, Shooty playing Lee. Yeah, this is his other character, right? Let's see what he's got. These two characters, you don't see them too much, man. Especially these late players. They've recently gotten some changes. There was also some recent patches, but still not a very common character in this version of the game. Now Shooty getting kicked on the ground. Rencoin trying to back up.
Wow. Some funky lay stuff going on there.
Just doing what he does best.
Dude, I love this stage music. I mean, I'm not Tasty Steve or anything, but this stage gets me hyped.
Backflip in the jab check, and then he gets the down back 4. Rencoin with really good movement. Stance change. Goes into crane, finally. Shooty tags him with a slide. With a back up here. Gets a launch, Rencoin. Probably gonna get the wall. That's
flat.
It? Yeah.
Nice. Man, dude, it's like 12 and everyone here is really hyped.
Yo, is
about
game one of this single elimination first to 1 tournament? And Shooty is getting his bag blown out by this late player. Let's go. Slide. Shooty, backing up. Doesn't want to overcommit. Oh, back to the wall, too.
Hey,
able to get a great punish here. Gets the wall as well. Flipping on him. Crane stance, eats the low. Woo. And Rencoin's going to get the wall as well.
Oh, not a splat though.
What's the Oki? Takes the mid. Bro, we tech that shit. Low parry. Rencoin off the wall. Can't do it. Shooty comes in.
Sliver of health, man.
Testing him
Nice
low.
block.
Shooty made him pay for that. Big chunks of damage so far. Working the fours. Razor step to the right. Going to take the wall once again. Wobbling around. Trading Rencoin's favor.
Good block. Will we hit the wall?
He's going to get it. He's going to break that shit.
Nice.
Shooty trying to run it back.
They're having a lot of fun over there.
And of course, you guys know who Shooty is, right?
Normally Jin a lot, right?
Yeah, Jin and Lee. But he streams a lot of events in Japan. Does a lot of work, actually, at Fighting Tuesday at Red Bull Gaming Spirit Tokyo.
You know, he's a graduate of Todai, the Tokyo University. Like that's like a Harvard for Japan.
You need that shit to play Lee in this game. Straight lows. Super. Hits. Oh my God, Rencoin.
Good night.
So Shooty, one and done. The JP Classic. They're clapping it up, man.
Are they sounding strong zeros?
I wish. Can y'all hear the crowd? Can y'all hear the crowd? You can't hear it over here. We're in the Gaijin corner. But they're standing up talking shit. They're clapping it up.
I feel sad. We're like way away from the action in the corner.
No, Michael, you gotta embrace it, man. We're in the Gaijin corner. This you get used to this loneliness, this isolation. It empowers you. But what's going on, y'all? Thanks for tuning in for this LCQ. Going at a snail's pace, but whatever, man. It's a Saturday, taking it easy. See who's gonna take this 12th spot on this JP team, man. A lot of Tokyo-based players out here. I don't think too many people travel from West Japan and travel from outside East Japan for this. But even in Tokyo, man, you know what the drill is. A lot of really strong talent for Tekken out here, and they came out in numbers. I think they capped the event at, what, 64 people for this
I believe
LCQ?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
All fighting for one spot on Team Japan.
In first to one single elimination in true JP tournament style.
Did you see the Tetsu Pro TV with Nobi and those guys?
Yeah, that was, what, this past week? Yeah.
It was kind of interesting. They actually did the drawing of the players in what teams they were going to be on for. I mean, obviously there's Team Japan and Korea, and that's nothing you can do about that. But Team A, B, C, D, etc.
Yeah, the groups that they were going to be arranged in.
I think they also announced the characters that each player was going to use as well. It was quite interesting. And Nobi and those guys were talking about the LCQ and how that's going to be quite interesting. That the person who is like on fire that day is going to get an instant spot and hopefully, you know, boost their team to victory.
Yeah, you know, that's something else to consider, right? Especially if you win this spot, right? To win the spot, first to one single elimination, that means you didn't lose, right? You kind of have to have some momentum, some fire under you, right? Might be a good idea. Maybe put that person up first, man. See what they do, right?
That's what I would do.
The thing is, looking at this team lineup too, man. The thing is, man, that Korea team, if you think about it, man, it's actually insane. There's like
you beat me. Maybe you have Kudan still left right after him.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way I think about it, we'll talk about it when we get to the list, man. Right now, we got the single elimination tournament. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to looking at that team, looking at that squad. Like I said, the one that's kind of missing is Saint. But aside from that, this is about as good as you would get, I think, if you have it missing. Like, I'm gonna put it this way: think in these terms. Think in terms of championships. How much talent is on that team?
We have TWT champions.
You have two TWT champions. You have two TWT champions. You have an EVO Japan champion. You have two EVO champions. More than that, actually. But if you just go, if you just go Tekken 7,
God rank in all characters.
Yeah, that's two. But here we go: Akuma versus Lars. This is Nello versus Aoyama.
Nello.
And Aoyama getting chopped up.
Oh, doesn't get to the wall.
Yeah, drops the DP there.
Lars, a lot of people are saying
focus attack, take him to the wall.
Not so strong recently. We'll see what this guy can do, though.
Let's see what the opening is. Focus attack once again. Running that focus pressure. Red fireball, DP. Dude, Nello's playing he's playing up close, man. He's playing really compact. Swinging on him. Putting that homing move out there, trying to check his step.
Good chase.
Aoyama, yeah, in range of the sweep.
We haven't seen the season two changes with Akuma yet. That red fireball and some of those moves have actually changed properties, right?
That time feigning with focus, able to score low. EXDP in response. Get off me. Nello looking good. Yeah, just trying to get all this carry. Push to the wall as much as possible. Takes position. Oh, man, he's the forward punch, trying to step it. That's painful, man. When you step it and still get tagged. DP in the red fireball, man, he's feeling spicy. Trading jabs. Not a lot of step for either player so far.
Good block.
Very lateral game. Nello takes it.
So quick, man, the first to one.
First to one. I don't think Nello stepped once that entire game. He was literally, my man is playing Street Fighter. He was just walking back and forth. But I mean,
well, and you know how it is. I mean,
first to one, yeah, it works.
It's kind of different when you're at Fighting Tuesday, you're playing with your friends, and now you're in a tournament for a first to one. It's a bit more pressure, I would think.
Yeah, and speaking of pressure, so we were talking about the Korea team before. I mean, so I asked you, like, what do you think about this kind of event? And my thing is, you know, to be honest with you, you know, we have this squad of pro-licensed JP players versus this awesome squad of Korean players. But to be honest with you, just the way I feel is, I feel like when you talk about pressure, I feel like a lot of that is on the JP players right now.
I agree.
You know, in the past year and a half specifically, right, on home turf, aside from Nobi winning in Nagasaki in January, there have been, you know, JP performances on their home turf have not been as solid as you would expect, right? Like I said, Nobi on a good day, he makes a good run in Nagasaki, and that was a hell of a tournament, by the way.
Right.
But I mean, we talk about Tokyo Tekken Masters. We talk about even in the Nagasaki tournament, aside from Nobi, we talk about Evo Japan. You talk about all these events that have happened here, and to me, right now, the pressure is on the pro-licensed players of Japan because there's no way you can have this many events without. I mean, Chikarin was the only Japanese player in Evo Japan's top 8. I mean, that's on home turf.
True.
My thing is 10, 12 years ago, if you would have said that tournaments would have developed like this in Japan, I mean, I wouldn't have believed you, right?
So you're saying that there's an increase in tournaments here so that they should be up to the task and they feel the pressure that way?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But also, I mean, you gotta put it on the rest of the world too, right? Lots of players from, I mean, dude, I mean, Arslan Ash, you know, that's a hell of a story, right? And the cool thing is that kind of win, when you have a player coming from that kind of region to come to Japan and in a 500-man tournament take a W like that, and then second place is AK, that's nuts. But the thing is, what really impresses me is the response, not just by JP players, but by Korean players as well. Everyone got humbled by that. That was a huge win, not just for, I mean, that was a huge win for Tekken, to be honest with you. And the response from a lot of these top players is, man, you know, maybe we thought there was a gap with this game. Maybe we thought there was a gap in terms of level of player region. And for sure, maybe there is. You know, for sure there is. But maybe it wasn't as much as we thought. The world is a lot bigger than maybe we once thought. You know, there's strong players everywhere. And I feel like that's something that they took and...
The first trick of the day.
What? Oh, man. Somebody playing Negan in first one? Benkei Police? Yo, Benkei came out here?
Oh, my God.
Going up against
This
Mamba?
isn't a button check, is it?
I hope not. Oh man.
My God.
Mamba getting rocked here.
Slaughter. Holy smokes. He's getting schooled, man.
Scum it out. Okay, Mamba.
So what are you going to see? What do you predict for, like, scummy moves that he's going to be using?
I mean, the character's only been out for 2 days. To me, it's just about testing your opponent's knowledge with the character. Like, what do you know so far about this character?
Right.
You know, in a 1-to-1 in single elimination, it's not going to take much, dude.
It's been a few good setups on Twitter already, I've seen.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, finally
well,
Mamba able to get a counter. Yeah,
Your
counter hit
right?
knee. Yeah, going to take him to the wall, stomp on him, flip him.
Damn.
Okay, Mamba.
I think he's just like, I don't care if it's Negan. I'm just going to do my set play, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and that's something that we've seen a lot of Negan players talk about, the short range of a lot of his lows like that, right? They're not so threatening. So you have to stick in close range.
Damn,
play
wall to
fairly
wall,
compact.
pretty much.
Yeah, and he's going to flip her. Benkei Police not ready, man.
Good sidestep.
You should have played the real shit.
Here we go. Shaves off like all of that life, man.
That's the thing. If he gets that down 4-2, the carry, the damage, fairly good.
Into the stance, right?
Yeah.
Intimidation.
No game audio, guys. We are not running the stream, unfortunately.
Oh, they can't hear it either?
Yeah. We can't hear it either. Just bear with us, please.
Just imagine in your head.
Tags are low.
Ooh.
Able to get the ground of damage, side step, hop kick.
To the
take
wall?
the wall as well. Mamba with the tech. Goes low out of Harrier, stomp.
Well, Negan, he's got that throw out of the stance. It's you can't throw break it, right?
Yo, intimidation stance.
Nice. To the wall. Oh, no.
Benkei Police just beating her legs, beating her in the head. God damn. Bro, you can't. How can he hit her like that?
Oh, my God. You know, did you see Nobi's tweet about that? He was like, all the new characters, you know, I got kind of like a stone face I'm watching, but Negan just makes me, it brings a smile to my face, and I'm laughing, is what he said on Twitter, right? I guess maybe it's just because it looks like such a beatdown. He's just like destroying his opponent, you know? It's not like technical prowess. It's just, you know, pure violence.
Yo, Benkei Police is scummy, man. That's we saw that guy in action in Master Cup last year too, right? Getting it done, man. But this is stress. This is stress. This is stress, dude. First, the one single elimination. You really think I'm not gonna run the? You really think I'm not gonna run the character that's been out for like 48 hours?
I would do it. And
Why
I love
not?
Negan. Negan's such a badass.
Oh man, Mamba down in round 1. That's rough.
This is fun already, man. I don't hear the chanting that we had earlier though.
They were chanting. They were chanting for Mamba to lose. They were rooting against.
Mamba's a pretty well-known player, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. For sure. I mean, especially what Master Cup win. He has at least one Master Cup win under his belt. Fairly well known, I think, in the Tokyo scene for sure. But he has trouble. I think he recently struggled to get wins, though, is the thing.
Right.
He's pretty good for getting in the mix. But to be honest with you, there's a lot of players that are in that position, I think, where they're very good at getting to that mix in the top 8s, in the top 16s.
Right.
But then making that run towards the win or the grand final, it escapes them. There's a lot of players that are in the hunt for that kind of big win like this. And this two-player side should be Iki.
You gotta knock this here, dude.
Yeah, this is Iki Noctis. He actually, I want to say a Master Cup try, did pretty well for himself. He comes to Fighting Tuesday pretty regularly. Want to say he has at least one win under his belt. He's a regular there for sure, though. Pretty good Noctis player. Especially, you know, a little bit earlier in the year when we had the Rebel Monday Night Streaks events where we put up $1,000 for players to run first to 10s.
Right.
With Tanakana, Double, Norma eventually got in the mix. Iki was one of those players who was in the hunt. He was very, very close to being able to get to that kind of stage. Those are very competitive weekly tournaments, man. 70 to 80 plus. 70. Yeah, we had, 76 people for a weekly for Tekken 7?
I believe Pecco shows up quite a bit too, right?
Yeah, Pecco's as well. Definitely regular. Yeah, as soon as he landed that down 4-2 from Negan, you knew it was over, man. That just plus frames at the wall. Mamba's struggling to get away. Eats a bat to the kidneys. Mamba, you're going to be pissing blood for a week. Look at him tackle. Tech that shit finally got control here. They're just struggling out defensively. Fishing for a counter hit, fishing for anything.
So just going a little bit about what we're going to see today. We're doing the LCQ now until, whenever it wraps up, basically. And then the actual tournament itself between Team Korea and Team Japan is going to be from 3 p.m. JST. I believe that was, 10 p.m. on Pacific time for you West Coast U.S. guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. You have an hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Something like that before the real deal goes down. Until then, we're just fishing for this 12th man on the JP side.
But it should be interesting. It's not just straight into the tournament itself. After the Japanese team member from the LCQs decided they'll go to Team Japan, then we'll have each team, Korea and Japan, split into 4 teams. We'll be doing a Waseda. You know how that is, right? For those who don't know what Waseda is, it's not like normally you'd have a 3-on-3 and the winner stays on until they lose pretty much, right? But with a Waseda, first player plays their opponent, first player of the opposite team. When they win or lose, that match decided. Both players leave, player 2 on each side comes up, etc. And then you determine which team has the most wins out of the 3 players.
Yeah, this is something else that something else that's interesting about this is this event is run on console, Mr. Murray.
Is it?
No, it's run on PC. That's something that's really cool about all the JP Tekken event organizers. That's something that they've really been pushing is running events on PC. Not without their hiccups, of course, but they're at least challenging that status quo, right? You got to give credit to them. Strong Style Japan, most recently, the Master Cup events, they're all run on PC. Usually, they're really good about getting those kinds of sponsorships and being able to run the events like that.
Right, and we have a smaller scale tournament here, so I think it's a little bit easier than if it were like Evo size,
obviously we're not lobbying for these 256-man, 500-man open bracket events to be run on PC, but that's something that maybe that's kind of unexpected. They're pushing that status quo here in Japan.
Right. I love PC, man. I got my Alienware right here in front of me trying to catch up on some Negan stuff before the stream. So, yeah, then we're going to have the Waseda battle after the LCQ wraps up. And then after the Waseda, they're going to go into the 12v12.
12v12 Pokemon style. And here we go. Maven versus Noctis. What do you think about this match, Michael?
A bunch of disappearing, I think.
A bunch of yeah, a lot of teleportation. Let's go. This was for my ninjas. Right off the bat. Goes low twice. Oh man, this character. Dude, you got to work for it. I like how on the opposite side doesn't have to work very hard at all.
Boom.
But
Teleport.
man, Raven, so many tools, so much damage.
A lot of damage.
Combos. Okizeme as well. But you got to work for it.
Still not many players though. We have Tishamon, and that's about the only notable player I can think of.
Yeah, and of course the Tekken World Tour. He played very well. Just disappointing finish for him. Not able to get to the top 8, because of technicality as well.
Not many Noctis players really. I mean, some of the local events, but not on the Tekken World Tour scene.
Yeah, surprisingly too, right? This is a pretty strong character, right? A lot of merits on his side. Reach, damage, pretty simple Okizeme as well. Not gonna matter though. The Nubian guard is gonna cut him down.
Boom.
Round 2. Fight.
Shinchan versus Wase PTG. This was not Iki, not the player I thought.
Shintan. Wase. I wonder if that means Japanese made, maybe.
That's the thing, man. That Noctis reach.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, good punish. Gonna take the wall as well. What's the Oki? Well, down
Good
2.
block.
Yeah, good punish in return.
Round 3.
I'm just glad we got the stage music back, man.
I know, it makes it better.
Yeah, Snake Dash 2.
Oh,
Eats
there it
the
is.
spear,
That-
yep. That's the thing, man.
The
The
online
reach.
masters love that move,
He
right?
plays at a range that most characters in the game just do not play it. Back turn. There we go. Gets the grab at the wall as well. Not even going to matter. Wase PTG really in control here.
4. Fight.
Oh, man. You hate to see this happen, man. Shinchan is Shinchan is too nice, but Wase PTG he's just outworking him. Finally goes low that time. Wase PTG, lot of space, lot of real estate to work with. Joe just comes
This
in
could be
swinging.
it.
That is it.
As we said, it's first to 1, so he's out.
Man, I'd be salty as hell. If I'm a Master Raven player and I just get done like that, working so hard for everything, and then this dude's just this. Have you ever seen Congo, Michael Murray?
Congo.
Congo, the movie? Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't
Brother,
recall.
you remember when Tim Curry touched the jewels and they just had a bunch of albino apes just swinging everywhere?
No.
There's a
That
lot
sounds
of
racist,
there's
man.
there's a lot of characters in this game like that. I feel, not gonna lie. But anyway, thanks to you guys for tuning into this LCQ event.
And thank you to our sponsors. We got Geo here. We've got Lawson, Web Money, Astro, of course, Republic of Gamers, and Kwamba.
For sure. Not that most of you guys will know what those are, but
Web Money, they have that outside of Japan.
yeah, local sponsors for sure.
Lawson with that killer chicken, man. They have some good chicken. They what's it called? Karage-kun, right? Their chicken.
Oh, the little chicken?
Yeah, and they got all these like
I gotta be honest
special
with
flavors.
you. I'm partial to the mini stop.
Where do you find those?
What do you mean? They're everywhere.
Yeah. Where you live, by the way? I mean, in rough general. We don't want to give away your address online or anything. In the Tokyo area, right?
I live in Tokyo.
West, east?
I live near Shinjuku.
Okay, and they got mini stops there. That's like a local chain for us. We don't really have a whole lot of.
Yeah, you gotta get the chicken there.
It's all 7-Eleven, man.
Queuing up the next match though. Let's see what's up.
But yeah, you should check out the chicken. Lawson's
this is
got Kyushu. They have these like local flavors that they collaborate with a lot of times. So it's like cheese, spicy hot red. It's good stuff, man. Anyone who went to Evo Japan probably had some of it. So we got Noctis again, Asuka.
Yeah, Noctis versus Kuzan. This is Kuzan Asuka.
But you know, no Julia yet today.
Not yet. Not on stream. Not yet.
Oh, that's right. True. They have. How many setups do you think they have here? Looks like maybe 6.
Yeah, it looks like 6, 7.
So we're only seeing one of these on stream, obviously.
Yeah, but this Asuka player is very strong. Definitely an old head too.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
So you were at Evo
Michael, I
Japan.
like chicken too, man. It wasn't. I was just thinking about the game. I'm sorry, but listen, if you like chicken, all I'm saying is, look. Okay, so you're coming to me. You're talking about the Lawson chicken, the Family Mart chicken. I get it. They're good. I get it. I get it. But what I'm saying is, you sound corny as hell right now, Michael Murray, because you sound like these kids who come from California and Florida. They come to Tokyo for a weekend and like, oh my God, the convenience store have chicken. Dude, mini stop is the shit. I'm telling you. You got listen. You've been to Popeyes before. Fantastic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You love the food there,
Yeah.
don't you? Popcorn chicken. How do you feel?
Okay. So we have some technical difficulties going on. So please bear with us for a second. While Obama tells me all about
Listen,
fried chicken,
I'm not your little friend Anti.
a young white boy
I'm
from
not Knuckle Dude.
California or
I'm not
somewhere.
any of these cornball. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Mini stop. If y'all ever come to Tokyo, go to the mini stop. Get the crunky chicken. I tell you, you won't regret it. Now look, popcorn chicken. You like that shit, don't you? The key is you get 2 of them. You get both, one of each flavor. Get some salt, pepper, whatever kind of seasoning you like. Shake it up in the bag. Eat that shit with a fork, man. $3 and
There you
it's
go.
better than any of that stupid shit. Here we go. Kuzan versus Shakada. Noctis
Kuzan.
versus Asuka. Yeah, this dude is really good. OG Tokyo-based player running Asuka. He won the most recent Fighting Tuesday, actually.
Pressure at the wall, goes with that low spear that we see so often.
A big launch here, gonna take him to the wall.
Demon Killer, right? So many people are calling that move Tooth Fairy, but it's actually Demon Killer, I believe.
Just enraged the grab, tax it. But then Shakada comes through with those blades, able to score another round on Kuzan. This Asuka player is very, very good. And first the one, though, man. The threat of Noctis. Fishing for the big launch there, able to land the spear.
Door escape.
Kuzan
Good,
trying to
so
back
much
up.
distance with Noctis, though, man. It's
Yeah,
hard to get in.
Well, that's what we were talking about before, right? The reach.
Right.
He plays at a range that a lot of Tekken characters cannot play at. So they have to rely on better movement, blocking and defending, trying to hopefully get in under their terms. That's what Kuzan's trying to do now. He's in rage, has a chance, able to chop him up low here.
Sliver life.
Scores it again.
Good rage
That's
drive.
good, yeah,
Nice.
he got it.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, the big swing. Man, he's just throwing He's throwing all the effective moves at him. Big return moves.
Going through the list, right?
And then, yeah, finally gets the wake-up low kick. Going to score the wall and break the glass on this. Yes.
Oh, nice position adjust
Yeah,
there.
reposition, yeah, just to take the wall, but Kuzan rolls out. In rage, too. This is not good. Kuzan fishing point finally gets the back three. Going to get the wall.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Kuzan in rage, gets it again.
Cartwheel.
Kuzan, run that shit back.
Made a few good choices there.
I'm trying to find me a Japanese girl that can do cartwheels like that. Tell me where to look, Michael Murray.
Dude, I'm old, man. Everywhere I looked is probably already changed by now.
I can find them at the hub. You can find them all at the hub.
Ah, dude, that's such a... Never mind.
There we go.
I have so much stuff I can't say that you can get away with.
Shakata with wall control. Checking with those down for ones. Almost had a whip punish to close it.
Really compact. He knows he only needs
Yeah.
a little bit left.
And at that point, yeah,
Just
just keep it
gonna
safe.
like uppercut him to death. Good counter hit.
Counter hit
Confirm.
confirm here,
Not quite to the wall.
but gives up the wall position. Kuzan trying to roll around. Able to block just in time. Still has good position. Wow, cartwheel right over it. Oh, missed the ground and hit.
He's in rage too. This
Yeah.
could hurt.
Eats a spear, wake up low kick. Giving him those
Slipper
lows.
left.
Shakata in rage as well.
This is the final round too. Catching up there.
Drive and then gets the low. Kuzan able to
pretty
hold on
close.
here. That's round 2.
That's round 3, dude. It's done.
Yeah, so as we move to round 3 and round 4 of this tournament, that's definitely a player that I have
Oh,
my eye on.
that's the round
Yeah,
you're talking about.
that's definitely a player that I would have my eye on. When he came to Fighting Tuesday this week, he ran through everybody. Really impressive performance. That's a long-time Tokyo-based player as well.
Have you had a chance to check out the update? You know, there's a lot of changes besides Negan and Julia.
Yeah,
Like the warm-up space.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you can adjust some of the features on that now.
I thought you were talking about character changes, but yeah, that's some of the other features as well. I like the new stage. Some of the
I love that stage. It was the VR one, right? And then we made it into the normal one. And some of the Tekken 7 vanilla stages were revamped for this as well.
How often do you get people adding you on Twitter asking you for stuff to do in the game?
All the time, man. All the time.
What is like the weirdest one you've had? Can you give me your weirdest request?
Nothing weird, really. I mean, there's like, I guess the weirdest in the sense that take a step back and think about what you're saying. They asked me for really weird guest characters that like maybe
Like what?
only they would buy.
Like, give me an example.
I can't even remember. It was just so crazy. It left my head.
Well, if you could have so you have one guest character and it's the Michael Murray pick.
And
It's
when
the
I
Michael
say
Murray.
it, it's gonna get done, right? I wouldn't put in a guest character if it's a Michael Murray thing. It
Oh,
would be
what a
Bruce.
beast! What a beast!
Bruce Irvin.
It'd be that Bruce.
Bruce Irvin.
I respect that. That's a good answer. Complete. Yeah.
Dude,
What about Old Man
Don't
Candy?
tell me, man. Spam Nakatsu. He's the dude to spam about that one. Well, you know me. Whenever I say Bruce, they're like, oh, that's just because you do Muay Thai and you're biased. I'm like, no, the back two. That's the most fun move in the game.
man.
almost.
Yeah, that back. That button is so fun, man. It's just like so degenerate.
And I loved his multi throws too. They call it Kubizuma in Japanese.
That was then. This is now, though. Michael Murray. Forget about him. He's just another bald character. Don't worry about it. Just another member of the BGC. But going on to round 3 of this tournament. See who else is still left. Kuzan could definitely be a threat, and especially first in one single limb like that.
No Julia's yet. When they're gonna pop up?
Not yet. If not a Julie, then a Negan for sure. But if you guys don't know yet, I guess we can elaborate a little bit on the rules of how this is going to go down later. If you guys don't know yet, this is going to be a 12v12, but the first portion of this event is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to.
Right.
So each 12-man team is separated into 4 3-man groups.
Right.
Each 3-man group will play sets of first to 2, and it's Waseda style, like you mentioned before.
Right.
So that means if you win, you're left over. If you lose, then you're out. The winning teams will be rewarded with extra lives.
What do you mean when you win, you're left over?
Like the winning team is the one that has the most players remaining, right? out of each of those groups
Well,
when
the
they play
most
Washington.
wins.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the max is 3 wins, right? And it's just I don't know how to explain it easy. Do you know? I mean, it's just that it's not winner stays on. It's like when the first group, the first 2 players are up and they finish, they both leave.
Yeah,
the
it's
next
just
set
not
comes up,
Pokemon
right?
style. That's all. It's just simple Waseda style.
Is there another name besides Waseda? In Japan, they call it Waseda or Hoshitori-sen, which means.
I think most people understand it, though.
Waseda.
Yeah, but as soon as that portion's over, each of the winning teams are rewarded an extra life, so that when we do the second portion where it's just a straight 12v12, Pokemon style 12v12, but the players who have the extra lives have a chance to they can lose twice essentially, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, they can bring themselves back to life in the 12v12. So
We had a past Japan Pro Championship or something where we had a rule like that, I think, right?
yeah, something
Do
like
you
that.
remember? And they have 2 options. You can lose and choose to run it back with the player you lost to, or you can choose to wait until the other players go through their matches and have that second chance at the end as well.
Yeah, so in that 12v12, yeah, you're going to see some nutty stuff for sure.
Any good comments?
Any good comments? They said the mics were live for like 15, 20 minutes
Sweet.
before the tournament. Good stuff.
thing I wasn't talking trash, huh?
No, I was.
Yeah, you always do.
Let's go. Noctis versus
But
Kaz.
I'm the one who gets the Twitch clipped, right, on stuff that I wasn't even really saying.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Selen versus Hito-chan. Yo, it looks like Noctis is very popular in this tournament format so far. This is the 3rd different Noctis we've seen in 3 different matches.
How do you read
Low
this?
spear?
Hito-chan, WS Soul Pin? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. He got put up against the wall and got blown out.
The Kazuya player, right?
Yeah, and like you were saying before, right? This is a character that we didn't see too much on Tekken World Tour since his debut. Almost kind of surprisingly, he has a lot of merits in his play.
You think it's because it's best of 1?
It's hard to say.
By the time the player adjusts, the game's already finished, you know?
Well, yeah, also, maybe some of these players maybe are used to playing in arcade. Maybe they're not familiar with some of the newer characters in general.
Right. Though we did see a round 2 update with these characters.
Yeah, just recently. Yeah, for sure. It's been
I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago. Ouch.
Comes to swing in with a big blade. Bad drop there. Could have been able to close it out.
This,
But what a
jump kick.
step and punish.
Round 3. Fight.
Salen now. Stepping
Yeah,
left.
Kazuya's going to have trouble getting in, I think.
Yeah, right off the bat, showing step left. Trying to rotate around. Simple
No
jab
forward 3
checks.
at all.
Mixing up his down 4-1. Ooh, gets the mid-ender. Slash and return. He tries to work that up forward 1. No dice. Hito-chan gonna make him pay. Plus frames, gonna try to push him to the wall as much as possible. Oh no, big launch in return from Selen. Full jabs just to be able to get the wall. Eats him low again. Jab interrupt.
Kazuya partying a little bit too much here.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's trying to
wow.
do. So I'm gonna tackle from 3 character links.
You can't punch swords like that, though. That's not how that works. Michael, you got to talk to the people, man. What is your favorite Final Fantasy game?
People are gonna hate me, but 2. 7 as
You're right.
in-
People are going to hate you.
That's right when I came to
You're right.
Japan and I was studying Japanese, and that was like a thing that really helped me improve my Japanese, was playing 7 in Japanese.
Have you played Final Fantasy 15?
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit.
What'd you think about it?
I didn't finish, so I'll hold off on my comments on that one.
Dude, you're supposed to be like, yeah, I played it. It's great. The smile says it all, man. It's okay. I like Noctis for you. Don't worry about it. I thought you did a great job with Noctis.
I liked 7 because of the reasons I mentioned, but I really like 8, which is why I said a lot of people aren't gonna like my.
Ooh, you
comments
can't
so
tell people
much.
that, man. That's a very divisive pick.
That whole Japanese school thing was all new to me when I played it.
You said you like 8. I like 8 too, but I get a lot of shit for it.
When I was young, a lot of people told me I looked like Skull because of that jacket I used to have. But yeah,
That made you feel good, didn't it?
it did.
It's like, yeah, I'm a badass.
it did.
I'm a badass, and I'll run your stupid ass in triple triad.
No one
See
said
me on the
weeb
street.
at that time. There
See
wasn't
me
that
on the
word
street.
yet, I don't think. But yeah, here's the prizes you can get for showing up. I believe there'll be a drawing or something, is what it says. And so we have the Quamba. It looks like the Type N, which would be the Noir layout, I think. We have a gaming headset from Astro, the A10. Thank you for that. An Asus monitor. So all esports products here to get you set up. And anyone who shows up and spectates can have a chance to win one of these. So,
but let's be
if you're
real,
Tokyo, come
dude.
out.
Everybody's sitting at home watching this stuff with their wife beaters on and barbecue sauce stains on their shirt. We know y'all
Is that
ain't
a Friday
coming.
night in the
We
US?
know y'all ain't coming out to no event out here, bro. And to be quite honest with you, I wish your stupid ass would come to Japan. I'll meet you at customs and I'll have you locked up because you don't belong in this country. Stay the hell over there. We don't want you here. Let them know. You don't get any access to any of these prizes. Y'all can all
I don't know what to
stay
do
the hell over. What?
No.
I'm just
You
being
got
honest.
the Twitch clip of the week this time, I think.
Let them know. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, man, it's a Saturday morning here, but I guess a lot of people it's a Friday night.
Yeah, a lot of people watch
tune
from
into the stream,
the other side
hopefully.
of the pond, right? Sure, a lot of people on the East Coast, a lot of people, a lot of stoners in the chat on West Coast, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, Eris is supposed to be
Yeah,
streaming.
I'm sure they're having the time of their lives, watching us try to buy as much time as possible while they get this
Dude, I
stream
wish I
station
could watch
fixed.
the Eris stream. My Twitch,
You don't have to
Apple,
watch it.
it's
You're
not-
on it. You're on it. Just talk to them. Just talk to them.
but I miss all the Noctis comments.
All the jokes. You miss all this.
Yeah. Dude, I love Eris' stream.
I'm sure we'll look with the way this stream is going so far, Michael Murray. I'm sure there'll be plenty of clips for you to check out when you get done. I'm sure.
Dude, I subscribe to Eris' stream.
You'll subscribe to my stream.
Well, you need to be as interesting
Oh,
as
get the
Eris.
hell out of here. Man. That's not fair. That's brutal.
Dude, he's. You know, I heard from the Twitch guys that not even just fighting games, just games in general. He's like one of their top streamers. That's how big he is now.
Well, that's something that, of course, Tekken. Obviously, this is a legacy series. There's been a lot of people over the years that have made some really great content, but that's something that Tekken 7 in particular, I think, really opened the doors for was a lot of great content creators to come through, and not limited to avoiding the puddle, obviously, but there's lots of people doing a lot of great work and not just promoting the game, but promoting the community as well. So yeah, shout outs to all of them. A lot of people out there doing work.
Who's some of the streamers you watch?
And I'm talking, look, internationally, but I'm also talking domestically too, man. These event organizers out here in Japan, out here in Korea, the cool thing is they're always trying new stuff. They're always trying new stuff with this game. And dude, it feels like there's a Tekken event every goddamn weekend, man, out here. It's crazy. It actually is. I think in the past, 2 months, dude, you've had, Cell Pro, you had the Nagasaki tournament, you had Evo Japan, you had at least 3 or 4 other events. You have every week at Fighting Tuesday, you have every Wednesday night at Sugamo. It's, dude, Tekken is some serious shit out here, man, for sure.
All right, so
Yo, we're going to show y'all what they're showing us.
good luck. What does this say?
That means y'all can hold that shit. We're gonna.
They're like,
you don't have
"Dude,
to hold the sign. Just come here. Come
you
here.
need
Come here.
to just talk.
Yeah, come here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. What's your name?
Look at Obama hitting on the Japanese girls here.
Suzuki?
Man. What?
Tell everyone. Suzuki. Tell everyone hello.
See, this is why Obama's telling you guys to stay in
Suzuki
the U.S. or
said
wherever
hello.
you are. He's like, don't come out to Japan. I don't need the competition from you guys. Stay where you are. I got the lockdown on
You know
all
what,
the
Michael
Japanese
Murray?
girls.
You're damn right. You're damn right. I know where I stand. It's
Yeah,
all
man.
about locations.
Well,
Don't
you
come over
picked
here.
a good one. Tokyo's, it's good if you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about this a little bit though, man. Damn, they put the desktop. They got the home screen on.
Controller, so what? Oh man, they got some Steam problems, it looks like. I don't know. We see a different screen than you guys probably. So, Obama, tell me about these events. What's your next big one after this one?
The next big one. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty big one. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about this one for a while. But, let's see on the calendar. Well, of course, I mean, there's the mix-up in France, right? That's going to kick off the Tekken World
April
Tour. Yeah.
20th. That was not planned for the date. We didn't choose that intentionally to please the Eris stream or anything. Someone brought that up.
I didn't even think about that.
Someone brought it
I
up
didn't even
after the
think
fact, and I was like, oh man, that's right.
I didn't even think about. Oh my God!
Our marketing team totally missed that one, or
They
maybe
missed
Mark
it.
R
They
knew, and
missed
he
it,
was
for
just
sure.
like, I'm not going to tell
For
anyone
sure,
in
they
Japan.
missed it. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
True, man. True.
Yo, Tekken is lit. Tekken is lit.
I don't know if that's legal in France or not, but
All we need to do. Can we play Tekken? Can we play Tekken World Tour? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
so yeah. First up, mix up Leon, I believe Haran and I were there last year or the year before. Pretty
Absolutely,
cool tournament.
French tournaments. I think the mix up looked pretty good as far as French tournaments go.
Yep.
For sure.
It's
It looked like everybody that went had a lot of fun. It's what, 2 years old now? 3 years? 2?
3 maybe.
3?
I'm
Something
not
like
sure.
that. Either way, every time I watch, it feels like everybody there had a lot of energy. Everybody out there, man. Those EU boys, bro. Can we talk about this? EU is. I gave up curse words in 2019. I'm trying to watch myself.
I heard a few today.
We all fall
Do
down.
we need to jar here?
No, we all fall down. But listen, can we talk about how EU, man, y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all are actually insane. Money matches on net play. These dudes are goombas out
was
here,
that the
bro.
Spag one?
They love, but it's whatever, man. But anyway, they go ham for Tekken, man. You got to put some respect on their name. They're out here. They're doing pretty cool stuff. Like I said, a lot of different content creators. They're always pushing the scene out there, man. It feels like this is a game where EU really feels that drive, man. Even though y'all, I think it's nutty as hell. I can't believe y'all play cross international net play money match. That's some insane shit to me. But I say, hey, man, y'all keep going ham. Y'all keep getting it done. I got to support it. Got to put respect on it.
Thank you, guys.
King J, Spag, all those guys out there. You know, I like the name drop for clout. But, yeah, keep doing y'all's thing, man. For sure. EU definitely looks strong this year, for sure.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are sad we didn't get final round, but we just couldn't get it in time. As you know, we haven't announced a location for the finals yet, so there's a lot of things that we were trying to lock down that just didn't get done in time. So we announced what we could, just so that people know how to make plans, etc.
Look, so I went to, King of Iron Fist 2015, 16.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can say is, as long as y'all got water at the venue, I'm sure it'll be fine.
As long as
all I'm saying is, as long as y'all got water at the venue, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure everybody will have a great time. Don't worry about anything.
Are we back up here?
No, I think this is a replay.
Yeah, you're right.
We're watching highlights. Highlights this Kazi getting his bag blown out by this knock.
Should I even ask where that came from? Back blown out? I hear it a lot.
That's not the kind of thing you question on stream.
All right. Just tell me in secret later on.
I'm not gonna tell you. just let it go.
You know me. I don't speak English, but
neither do I. Not anymore.
A month maybe. So it sounds like they're asking the players to show up.
Yeah, it seems like
so
Suzu
maybe they got their
King
stuff
also,
worked out.
yeah, another local King player.
Is he the guy that's cosplayed as King?
No, that's Fighter.
Who?
Fighter. That's Fighter.
He's got the suspender King one. This dude's been showing up to a lot of events too, man.
Who's that?
The Fighter guy.
Who, Fighter? Yeah, well, that's he runs Digital Hearts Gaming. That's Mimi's sponsor, Ogawa's sponsor. Yeah, he runs that little club. But he comes to Fighting Tuesday every week too, man. Like I said, there's a lot of Fighting Tuesday players here actually.
Do you get a chance to play with him?
Yeah, man.
Or are you on the mic the whole time at Fighting Tuesday?
No, dude, I'm not on the. I'm not. Listen.
Is that Juna mostly?
Call. I'm. The mic vulture thing is a joke, Michael Murray. I don't actually like to just.
What is the mic?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, the point is, no, dude. I show
up.
Seriously, I show up late, set up the stream, and then I go play. And then I run the tournaments. I sit on the mic for 6 hours. No, I don't sit on the mic for 6 hours. I'm not fishing for clout nearly that hard.
My Twitch is not working.
It's because we're underground, man. You can't get the signal. Don't worry about it. They got the next match queued up.
Are you a different carrier than
you? Got to get Docomo, man. Get off that poverty ass off.
I know. This is my work
Get off that poverty ass off.
That's right. I have my Docomo in the other bag. They're a sponsor of Evo Japan too, right?
Yeah, and the coverage was fantastic. Never a drop call. five bar signal the entire time. Got to put respect on it. Let's go. Eddie versus Gigas.
Gigas. Who we got?
Round one.
No, there we go. Tonegawa.
Osprey Metal versus Tonegawa. Okay. Now. Cartwheel trying to back up. Tonegawa bad positioning though. Yeah, he's gonna get checked. Back to the wall. Scary situation. He's hammer-fisted, pushed the wall again.
Damn, the damage, man.
Good cross frame. Yeah, there we go. Gets the mix-up. Now Hazare Meadows just trying to chill, man. Tonegawa in rage. On him to try to find an opening. Gets the rage drive.
Goes for that mix-up.
Goes low in a relaxed stance now. Oh, nice. Are you serious? And Tonegawa clap back. Damn.
Good float.
Yeah. The jab float. Pound the ground. Trade in his favor. Gets another big hit here at the wall. Lex gets the mid hit. Tonegawa now taking control in rage. A lot of low hits here. Oh, gets the big crush here at the wall again. Tonegawa. Bro, Hazare Meadows, he plays him pretty well until he gets in range, and Tonegawa just goes in. Chopping him up with these mids. I wish he would fuck with me in this mid range, dog. Touch him with a lot of lows. So Tonegawa complete control.
Gigas is a slower character, so he's having a difficult time with Eddie, I think.
Yeah, Tonegawa's mobility, movement looked really, really clean.
But it's not like it was a counter pick. These guys had to decide their characters beforehand.
Yeah, it was character locked. When you sign up, you pick one character, and that's all you get. First one single limb, that's brutal, man. Damn. Run into a capo like that and just get run over. Especially as a Gigas player, man. If you're a Gigas player and you run into that, man, that's brutal. But that's first to one single elimination. Welcome to Japan.
That's how it is, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what we were talking about earlier, it felt like
a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to ask about, and then something about a Mike Vulture.
Well, no, what I was talking about was specifically it was I think Arslan winning Evo Japan, but also Sora winning in Taiwan over Hokkaido, right? Hokkaido also pro license holder. These little victories, I think, had a really, really big impression on both domestic JP community, Korean community, but also like the community abroad, right? There's latent talent in a lot of regions, in a lot of places for this game that maybe we didn't have our eyes on before. Maybe we just, stuff that people were hearing about, didn't get to see, and now you're starting to get it to see, see it on these big stages, and they put together these big performances. But the attitude here is more like, man, it's less salt, but it's more like, it feels like players here feel more driven to become better as a result, to meet that, right? You've seen a lot of people talk about that. I'm sure there is some aspect of pride in it too, right? You got to imagine a lot of these countries, a lot of these players, they pride themselves on being considered some of the best in the game.
I think it was how Ash won as well. He didn't really use any gimmicks. It was just really solid, fundamental Tekken.
And a very difficult playstyle to employ at that level as well, right? And because of that, you saw, a lot of respect for that win. And also, a lot of high motivation as a result as well.
I've seen a lot of Japanese players mention how they're playing online a bit more, but now they want to get together and kind of trade strats and play locally.
Yeah, it's a really impressive win, and it feels like I said, there's a momentum, a high degree of motivation that's risen here as a result. It's been pretty cool to see.
Any Tekken World Tour stops you going to this year?
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be at a few.
You going to Combo Breaker?
Combo Breaker for sure.
Nice.
For sure, I'm definitely have some of the exclusive stops I want to put on, the Tekken World Tour exclusive events.
Right.
I want to put on my calendar for the year. If only, dude, I just want to play casual, man. I just want to play.
I know that's something that I don't get a chance to do much recently, and I really miss it.
You got to play, man. Like you have to.
Like you saw me trying to squeeze in time before the stream playing Negan. That's like the first time I got to play him since he actually launched. I played him a bit at work when I was doing the move names and checking animations, etc., and doing the approval stuff with AMC. But other than that, I haven't really had time to sit down with him and find out, move properties and all of that. That's basically left to Mishmaster, and it's done, So, I mean, a lot of these people know more about Negan as far as how he plays than I do.
Yeah, well, it's only been 2 days, but even so, there's been it felt like it feels like information just moves so quickly now with the way, especially new characters are broken down. Man,
and I was excited. AMC actually retweeted a lot of stuff for us, and it was cool to see their replies because the stuff that I see day to day is all usually Tekken players, but to see like your average dude who just watches the show and says, "Oh man, this is awesome. What is it? It's Tekken. Okay, I'm gonna go check it out."
well, I think it's working as intended, right?
Right. Oh, Kokoma here. Yeah, so I mean, it was kind of cool to see the impressions of people who don't know fighting games and don't know Tekken and see what they think. I saw a lot of salt over him not being in Mortal Kombat, but why did someone want to say that to me or Harada? It's like just because we're a big fan of the show and we chose to put him in Tekken, why you want to come talk shit to me about Mortal Kombat?
So you're a fan? You're a fan of the show?
Oh yeah, that's how it came about.
Dude, I've been a Negan fan since season 1, man. I tell you.
You must have read the comics, then,
What?
I guess.
No, what are you talking about? I love Negan. This one's for my
Season
Negans. Let's go.
Get out of here, man. You're
What?
trying to bait me into something.
No, man, what?
So what's your favorite Negan scene?
The one,
In the trailer?
when he beats some zombie in the head with a bat, right? In season 1, right?
Oh, man. You're a Lucky Chloe player, aren't you?
No, dude. I'd never shake hands with Lucky Chloe players. Never.
I don't know. I think they didn't give us that cue about broken stuff anymore, right? They're just trying to wait to get the next players on stream.
I think.
We're seeing a lot of the Team Korea show up here. We have Kudan's Kokoma walking around here.
Yeah, a lot of the main event players have shown up, trying to warm up.
Yu over here from Team Japan. Yu from UYU, right? That's another team that's pretty cool. Is UYU have been picking up a lot of people. Jinhee comes out to the events and stuff and supports them. I'm really happy to see these kind of people.
Have they given you any free shirts?
No, but I didn't ask.
I didn't get any free shirts either.
I didn't ask. So.
Damn, you out here shouting them out. I'm thinking you're getting free stuff at least, Mr.
Nah,
Murray.
dude. I get free stuff when I ask for it. Like this cool Evo thing here that Matsuro-san hooked
Damn,
me
that's
up
messed
with.
up.
Oh, and the Kwamba stick. This is good for traveling. I was using the standard drone, but the Evo one
light.
has the Sama parts in it. So when I have to go somewhere today or on business trips, I take this with me. It's really nice, man. I like how it's kind of primitive, but you just put the cable in the hole here. I hate having to deal with cables, like wrap it around the front of it or whatever. But when you're traveling, it's much easier when you can just like cram it in there, Now I just need the Sanwa, the stick. Did you see the one you can take off now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that so much because then you can just put it right in your bag,
Well, tell me about it. How does it work?
You pop off that. I think you screw it off, right?
Yeah, you screw it
so
off.
they have one that they've already been selling for years, not Sama, but a different maker. I picked up one at Evo. It kind of clicks,
Yeah.
but the new one you screw it off, right?
Yeah.
I think. That's all I need to know, man. What's your
you
favorite?
gotta sell it. You gotta sell the product, man.
But I'm not sponsored or anything. I just said.
You can get your own Evo Kwamba drone at Evo 2019, right?
I don't know. See, you're promising things. Maybe they won't sell it there.
No, it'll be there. Don't worry about it.
But no, I mean, I only use stuff I like, so I don't.
Oh, you're not a
try to
shill?
sell
You're not a
stuff.
corporate
Nah,
shill? That's what you're saying?
nah.
I'm a corporate shill at that.
Well, what's your thing then? What are you selling?
Crunky chicken.
What's Crunky Chicken? Is that like stoner
The
chicken?
mini
or
stop
something?
chicken. No, the mini stop
It's
chicken.
called Crunky Chicken?
That's what it's called, yeah.
You're serious?
It's called crunk. Yeah, man.
Oh
look it
my
up.
god.
It's called Crunky Chicken. I'm out here chilling anyway. Can we get this next match? God damn. How much?
I think they have a restroom break at the moment. Not sure. They're giving you more time to kind of ad-lib here. What else are we going to talk about?
I don't know, man.
We got some more Twitch clips to fill up, huh?
Gotta kill time. But anyway. What's going on with y'all in the chat, man? What do y'all want to see? Are there any matchups that y'all want to see in this 12v12?
I can't see the chat. You got it?
Out of the 11 players that we have so far, What matchups do y'all want to see so far?
Well, they don't know who it is, basically, right? I
Well,
mean,
we can run it off for them.
do you have a list of the LCQ players? Or are you talking about the team?
No, I'm talking
Korea
about the
versus
teams, just the teams.
Yeah, I tweeted. So if you guys haven't seen it, I tweeted a graphic of
Julia
the
versus Eddie.
teams.
No, I'm not talking about characters, man. I'm talking about players.
No, I tweeted them as well. Let me
Spag said he
pull this
wants to
up.
hear the Negan impression. You got to give him the Negan impression.
All right, but I gotta get warmed up. You know,
Get warmed
get
up.
a few strong zeros. Yeah, here we go. So, Team Korea, we got Kudan's Breadman, Kokoma, Ulsan Ni, Shano, Chanel, JDCR, Rank 2, Lohai, Mughal, Dimeback, John Ding. It's an impressive lineup, man. Rank 2, man. You know, he came to Japan, like, not just recently, but for quite some time. And then Evo Japan, and even before then, like, the dude is in Japan more than I am.
He was at Evo Japan. He was at Strong Style Japan. He was at an event right before the Nagasaki event as well.
And he speaks really good Japanese, too, actually.
Yeah.
Let me get off,
会
camera
場
real
通るんだ。うわー、会場通るんだ。やだな。お疲れ様です。まずは僕から。なんかあと、
UYU のダブルです。よろしくお願いします。
They got players mic'd up at some?
そうですね。今先ほど到着しまして。
Oh, they got what?
両方
Double and you
選手全員揃ってる
being
っぽい
interviewed by
んで
Genya and yeah, if you guys want to hear the JPI, man, make sure you go over there. You got Genya and Hamiko, professional commentators. We're just out here just filling up space. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties, but whatever, man. It's a party.
All right, guys. Sorry for that kind of off-stream thing. They updated me that it's actually the stick drivers. When someone plugs in a new stick and it's reading the drivers is what's taking the time.
Well, that is the issue with running on PCs, where you
Right.
have to bring your sticks, right? That's something that has to get figured out, I think, for fighting games in the future. But I'm just glad that they're even trying, man.
I love PC. I mean, once you get all those issues worked out, it's much quicker on load times. Graphics are good. I like the online for PC as well. I play on both console and PC online.
Yeah, it's just like for an open bracket event like this where you have multiple people bringing their own sticks and stuff like that, there's obviously going to be issues like that. But hopefully, I just hope the devs stay committed to and are willing to keep pushing that and try to make it as good as possible. Because after playing on PC, man, I prefer to play on PC.
Right. I mean, there's a limit to what we do. Obviously, you do the standard D input, X input, etc. But I mean, there's no way to really perfectly cover everything with something on our side.
Yeah.
It just has to, you have to use the stick and download it.
Well, I mean, this has been the conversation about this kind of thing too, right?
Right.
Major open bracket events where you have like multiple entrants like that. You invite these kinds of issues to happen. This format for like invitationals and stuff like that is pretty cool. I think that can work, but
consoles
that have to
aren't
get figured out.
without their issues. We had a crash on the stream in
Oh
Evo
man,
Japan.
they are definitely not without their issues.
And a lot of these consoles are going, non-stop for days on end.
You know what I love? There's nothing I love more than a tournament match interrupted by the PlayStation blue screen, man. I tell you.
I can't say names like you just dropped one. Oops.
No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Dude, it's so hard, man. You have like this drawer of like all these things you could pull out and talk about, and I'm like, in my mind, it goes right.
That's fine.
Right there, and then it's like,
I'll do it for you, Mr. Murray. I'll do it for you.
There's this company or this thing or
You
whatever.
don't say it. Don't. I'll take care of it for you.
Thanks, man.
I'll bear that cross.
I need to put up a disclaimer right now.
Oh, let's go. Marduk versus Lei.
Oh, sweet. Here we go.
The DLC time.
Season 2 character.
Yeah.
We've seen a bit of Lei today, but not Marduk at all. This will be the first time, right? You had a chance to play Marduk yet?
Yeah. I guess my thing is, I haven't had enough opportunities to see him in competitive play yet. Is my thing, right?
Right.
We're waiting to see how that develops. We saw Tishimon experimenting with a good bit earlier this year.
Looks
after
like,
he
you know,
released.
his combos, he's got really decent damage. But most of the high damage ones, you have to go in and out of that stance, which is kind of tricky.
Yeah, Beltudo stands canceled.
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's fun though, man. To be honest,
Yeah.
with you. It's fun to practice.
I like it.
All right, here we go, man. Marduk versus Lei. What is this round? Is this a round 3 matchup?
And we have, is it Suzuki-san again? Okay. Thank you. So she was just letting me know what I already told you guys about PC, so arcade controllers, drivers being
My
red.
man really comes through just lifting a Jeep like that. What kind of juice is he on?
And then he's just like, whatever, taking a nap here.
Yo, Lei in
Possibly
first.
drunk.
Yo, I do not want to. I do not want to play a Lei player in first and 1. This shit looks is a nightmare. God damn. Razor stance going left. Except for 1-2 punish on the whip dive kick. 4-4-3. Lei player backing up. Trade in favor of Lei. And Rancoin now. Backing up, trying to give himself some space.
Missed tackle.
Yeah, he's just changing stances, man. Trying to give him a look. Gets a big launch here. Just outside of rage. Oh. Takenoko could have gotten a little bit more than that and then eats the
Ouch.
sweep.
The tackle was just because he doesn't know what Lei is doing, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what this character's so good with, right? Giving you different looks, especially in this kind of tournament format, man. This is where he can really excel.
Good read on that side step, though.
That Takenoko at the wall now. He's down 4-1s. Boy, he's just running on him in crane stance. Tags him low. Gets the launch again. And Rancoin able to close it out. Okay.
This is Rancoin, the guy we saw earlier.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
round 2 match.
And Takenoko must have won off stream somewhere.
The grab,
Throw.
dropping bows on him.
Not seeing a whole lot from Marduk yet. No spear tackles either.
Yeah, Rancoin's going. He's shown low a lot in the mid range.
There we go.
Okay,
The
this
moment
yeah,
when I
first
say
setup.
it.
Tech that shit.
Try
Stay on the
again?
ground. Yeah, you want to get it again? Fine. I'm gonna give it to you from the back. Rancoin moving
okay. Rancoin's pretty strong. They're a good choice in characters for a first to 1.
on. Dude.
Here we got Hamiko and Genya.
Yeah,
on
those
the
are the
Japanese
professionals.
commentating.
If you want to hear the hype, the real JP commentators, go over there.
You can
Don't-
tell Hamiko's got like the 3-piece suit. I got a t-shirt. You got your little jumper here.
Straight out of Uniqlo, man. But anyway,
I got the shirt we gave
the
out.
JP
with,
Styles, yeah. What
The
the
latest
Master Cup?
one. This was
Cup Try?
Jaipo. So yeah, was
Yeah,
it?
the
the-
Jaipo exhibition.
Yeah,
JP versus Asia.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think you're right. Yeah. So this one is Xiaoyu, Lily, and Anna. Pretty cool. A lot more colors than some of the other versions. I've got like a million JB style T-shirts at home now.
Well, actually, let me. So you were asking me earlier about my Tekken World Tour plans for this year. What about you? Is there an event that you haven't been to that's on the calendar that maybe you want to go to this year, or is there an event that strikes you as particularly interesting that you want to make the trip out for?
Well, there's a few. We've been pretty much to all of the different regions so far, except I think there's one. Was it the Celtic one? In
Celtic Throwdown.
Yeah, in Ireland, we've never been there, so that would be kind of cool to check them out. Obviously, CEO, I'd like to check out again, just because of the timing of it. And Jabali always puts on a good show outside of the fighting game tournament stuff, like the New Japan Pro Wrestling he had going on last year was really hype. Combo Breaker too. I love the tournament. I got a lot. I think that was when I had the most time to actually sit down with some fans and play the game. I was just chilling on the arcade cabinet playing Tekken, and some dudes would come up and play me and like, oh shit, Michael Murray. So it was kind of cool to get
That's
a
cool.
chance.
You took a picture and everything. How much do you charge for handshakes?
Nothing, man. That's lame. I'm not famous. I'm just, you know.
Not me, man.
It's just a job.
You got to bring me at least an Arnold Palmer if you want a picture.
How much?
And don't worry about it. It's cool. Just look the next match. Kazumi versus Elisa.
How much for what?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm just kidding. No, man. I mean, I think I'm pretty approachable. it's the internet. You have fans and you have people who aren't fans.
Let's see if we can get some of these new
What about you,
stages
man?
on
What's your favorite tournament to just go and chill? You're a busy guy. You did a lot.
I thought Combo Breaker was pretty tight. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. Yeah, maybe I'd like to go to CEO this year. I think those two
Did you
events.
go last year?
No.
No. Oh man, it was so good. Besides Jabeli broken his foot, but but
Yeah.
the wrestlers, man. Have you ever been to a New Japan Pro Wrestling event?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I've been. What, I've been to like maybe 3 or 4.
It's so hype. I mean, you don't have to be a fan. You can just show up, and when you see it, it's just so exciting.
Just like this Kazumi, man. You can just show up and fit right in. We got
Terrace Cutter, he's
We got 4 Kazumis on the squad already, but this is Taurus Cutter.
Pretty well-known.
Yeah, and
Japan
somebody
player.
that would fit in really well on this 11-man JP squad.
Definitely. Maybe we're gonna see some tight play like Ash did in Evo Japan.
Sure. Wow, jump behind him, trying to get a tech trap. Here comes B though at the wall.
B. Zephyr Boskanovic, perhaps.
Dr. B. But man, Taurus Cutter chopping him up those lows and simple sidestep right. Finish him off with that down 4-1. Tiger style. He gonna take the launch after the plus frames on the running attack. Taurus Cutter though, Magic 4.
Good carry.
Yeah. Not quite to the wall, but yeah, positional advantage here now. And they're
Bro.
gonna scoop him up at the wall. Peel him off, still maintain that positional advantage. 1-1-2, we just let it rock. Now Taurus Cutter, trying to keep it clear. Keep it nice and tame towards the end, take your low punish.
Is this his normal character, do you know? Is he a
Yeah, Taurus
Kazumi
Cutter, he's
player?
been playing Kazumi, yeah.
Oh, good power crash.
For a while now, I think since she came out for sure.
The chainsaws have been changed for season 2, right? That's why you're seeing more of them, I think, recently.
Taurus Cutter giving up the low there. That's fine, showing a lot of step left, trying to rotate around as much as possible. Got tagged from the back. B now trying to rally. Make this round happen, gets a wall push. But then, oh my god. Taurus Cutter rotates around. Showing him these lows at the wall. Yeah, good pressure here. Be nice and
compact.
What a duck, but then good response from Taurus Cutter. He gets the low up kicks.
This could be it.
And it is, yeah, B. What a response. Go first to 1 single elimination.
Last round.
The Elisa, this will be big, man. If you could take Taurus Cutter out of this tournament this early on. Because Taurus Cutter, out of the people who are registered for this LCQ, probably one of the more prominent names, I'd say.
Keep
You see Taurus Cutter, yeah. Definitely anxious to approach. Showing a lot of step left, a lot of hesitation. Now trying to stay compact, trying to stay up close. Eating some lows there, sidestep right,
yeah.
give me this hop kick, give me this wall.
Taurus Cutter in danger here, but,
Yeah, but also in rage.
Never know.
Also in rage though. But then he eats the low B. Elisa
Ouch.
able to run it back.
That's a surprise. And you know what else was a surprise is I looked at the player lineup and Kare, or more so Take, you know, he wasn't using Kazumi at all for after the update. And I think he was
But for
listed
this
using-
event, they
back
are.
to Kazumi.
Yeah, out of the 23 players that we have signed up so far, there are 4 Kazumi players already signed up.
It's that
4
Ash,
players,
the
yeah.
Ash effect.
4 players are committed to Kazumi. You have 2 Claudios.
A lot more Jacks,
So
too.
2 Claudios on the Korean side. You have 2 Geese players on JP side. And then I want to say there was one other character that there's 2 of on JP side. But yeah, character selection is definitely... Oh, 2 Jacks on
Right.
JP side, yeah.
And then Nobi's back to Dragunov as well.
Yeah, Nobi running drag.
He was playing a bit of Steve more recently.
But the character matchup I think is going to come into play as well. A lot of Claudio representation, a lot of Kazumi representation. And I'm curious to see if we get, that's what I'm saying, Taurus Cutter I think would have been a shoe-in for that JP team. Adding one more Kazumi to the mix like that, not going to happen, of course, but you might get another Elisa maybe. B, if B's able to make a run, we'll see. Yeah, Nobi running drag for this event.
Pretty impressive taking on Taurus Cutter in the first go. So could be we're waiting for more stick drivers to be implemented, right? So who's your favorite for the tournament today? Who's gonna just stand out?
You mean for the team event, right?
Yeah, Nee's a safe bet, right?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's not an individual event; it's a team event. I think most people would agree. I think a lot of people are looking for Team Korea. They give them heavy favorite. They consider them a heavy favorite. I would say.
Well, see, that's the thing. The Waseda, it doesn't come into play as much. But when you're on that second part, if you get someone like Nee, who's maybe a third person or so in, he could stop like that whole team if he gets on a roll.
I think Nee, but also I think maybe the question that you always have to ask, I think, when you look at the JP roster is, what kind of day is it? Because if it's a hot day for Nobi, he can beat anybody, right? Yeah. If it's a cold, especially with this kind of format too, I think it kind of favors him. On a hot day, Nobi can run. On a cold day, maybe it might have to fall on somebody else to be able to try to pick up the slack. But I think you'll know probably right away. First game that we see from Nobi, what kind of day is it gonna be? Because when he's on, he's proven, he's one of the best players in Japan, obviously. Right. But a lot of hot cold with his results, right? If he shows up very, very hot, if he's feeling it, it's very evident right away. He runs through everything. If he's not, results kind of speak for themselves on that, right? Well, that's the question that I have to ask.
And the characters being locked proves a point as well that it just depends on who they run into when they're running through that gauntlet of 12 players.
That's true.
But as you said, there's not a whole lot of variation. It's a lot of the same kind of characters, so we'll see. Another Marduk here against the Xiaoyu. This should be interesting.
Round 1.
Overlay says it's
Toakaishin versus Yu. Yo, are y'all trying to see Xiaoyu on this 12-man squad?
That's right. Yu isn't in the original lineup, huh?
Yeah, Toakaishin, not trying to give it to her, but here comes Yu. And we get some wall push on this new stage. Bro, they got barbed wires on the walls?
I
don't want no parts of that. On the plus frames, going low.
This stage is awesome. Did you see the walkers in the background too?
Just lets it rip. You with the punish, able to close out the round. Walkers in the back? Yeah, they're the people walking in the back, right?
No, walker as in like zombies.
The walkers.
You watched the show?
Yeah, man. I've seen all. I've seen every episode. Yeah.
Good thing I'm in charge of approvals.
Hold on, man. You think I don't have a Netflix subscription? I love The Walking Dead. Yeah, you have to imagine, this Marduk pick, especially in this kind of tournament format, man, the damage. Oh, my God. You make some good calls. Just a couple of rounds. That's all it takes. To the wall as well. Goes low. Gator slam. Oh, man. Perfect. Yu, not like this. First of one single elimination. Is it gonna end like this for our hero?
It could possibly happen that way.
Oh, man, goes low again. Great evasion on the tackle there. Long range low, able to score a pretty big launch here. Going to take the wall for Yu. Block low. That's something that a lot of Marduk players talk about, right? This wall standing punishment can be a little bit awkward.
Right.
But, yeah, she's been able to run this round back.
Last round.
Marduk boys, though.
Good float.
Ooh. Get up, hop kick.
Not enough.
Gonna take the wall. Yu, she's gone low a bunch of times. That time goes mid. Mid again.
She's like downloaded.
Yeah. She made him respect the low so much. Goes to the mid options now. Now hop kick and Yu.
This could close it out.
Gonna take the wall and that's it. Yu still in it.
Nice. Very humble player there.
We're still on round 2 of this LCQ tournament. It's starting to get a little bit faster, man. Hopefully these sticks start to respond a little bit better to the parts.
Until we get to the Koreans, you know how customized their stuff is.
Yeah. For sure.
They should start doing that already, just plugging it in and getting it to work.
Well,
already.
I mean, just looking at the warm-up stations, it looks like it's going pretty well so far.
Marduk's a fun character, though. You haven't checked him out much?
Yeah, man. Training mode him a lot. Can't say I play him, but he's fun.
It's pretty fun.
He's fun,
know,
yeah.
A lot of characters have reversals where they'll just do like a simple hit or something, but he can catch an attack and go into his tackle mode, you know, or not the tackle, but the actually
Just
like the mount position.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Just practicing the fail tudo stance.
Switching in and out
That
of it.
alone is a lot of fun, actually. I like that.
He's the favorite of Yonemori-san, who was the director, you know, for the series for quite some time. So, but since Yonemori-san took a step back, we haven't seen a whole lot of Marduk internally. Because, you know, we do get together and play,
Yeah, you'll play.
not tournaments, but just to test the balance and etc. Impressive performance by Yu there. Yeah, but this stage is, I love it, man. The walkers, there's actually a few different types in the background. You got the infamous trailer back on the left there. And the music.
That dude got a big old shotgun in the back. You saw it?
You can't hear the music right now, but the music for the stage is awesome, too. I had a lot of fun with this. You know, I actually was the one who pitched the idea to AMC initially.
Oh, really?
About Negan. And I guess I was such a fan that it kind of came across and they understood. And the guys at AMC were totally cool too. They understand a lot about games and they got what we were trying to do. And it worked really well. I really had a lot of fun working with those guys.
Yeah, it came out pretty well. The stage is cool, yeah, for sure. A welcome addition to the recent stage up there.
So, what are we waiting on here? See Kare and a few of the Japanese players here.
Yeah, let's see what's coming up next. This should be a round 3 match?
Rencoin they said. And who else? The
Rencoin.
Asuka we saw earlier, I
Yeah,
think, right?
Rencoin led.
Round 1.
Versus Kuzan.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my man from earlier. Challenging
didn't
crane
play each
stance
other
right
yet.
away, 4-4-3. No return after.
Good spacing by Dencoin.
Kuzan not in a hurry either. Very patient. Take these lows. Okay, good jab float. Rencoin could have got a little bit more out of it. Opted for the setup. Kuzan just stays on the ground. Ooh, what a duck.
That pressure from Lei there.
Got a tip for tag. Good movement from Kuzan. Trying to take advantage here. Finally able to push to the wall a little bit. Gets the wall splat. Went for the down punch just out of range.
Sliver of health left.
Yes. Then the string finally connects. Kuzan able to take that round.
Round 2.
That felt like a long round, man. A lot of just wait and see. Tit for tat. Kuzan now trying to back up, circle around. Good pick up here. Kuzan gonna take the wall.
Nice splat. Down half the life now.
Oh man, the wall standing corner. Then gets to crush the wall. Kuzan looking really, really clean here.
Round 3. Fight.
Trying to put the 4 out there early. Kuzan giving up a lot of real estate. There
Nice
we go.
Demon
Too
Slayer.
fair, yeah.
To the wall? Not quite. Good sliding. The wall pressure from Kuzan is really good though. And there's my jinx. Poor guy.
No, but the other thing is he's patient too.
He's not really getting caught by any of the late shenanigans, huh?
Oh, 3 spins.
And then as I say that again, good punish.
Oh, and rage.
Not
Yeah,
enough,
Kuzan able
though.
to shave him low. Close out that round, close out the game. He's going to be moving on to round 4 to tournament. Yeah, like I said earlier, that's definitely a solid pick to be able to run far in this kind of tournament, this kind of format. He would also make, yeah, I think a good fit for that team. You'd have an Asuka on both sides, right? Diamondback on Korean side. Could very
Pretty
well,
strong character, especially from season 2.
could very well go down that way.
So who's next?
We'll see, man. We're just taking the matches as they come, making our way through this tournament. Hopefully we're able to see soon who is going to join the 11 players that we have on the JP side, who's going to be that 12th man.
Surprisingly, no Julia so far on stream anyways.
Not yet. Yeah, we've seen a good bit of Negan. Good bit of Season 2 characters, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot of Lei, obviously. A couple Marduk matches, a lot of Lei, a lot of Negan.
Negan just at the start, though. It looks like the normal Tekken characters are kind of winning out towards the end here. Probably people using their main character more often. So your main is Katarina still?
Yeah, Katarina, but I have problems committing to other women. I can't commit like that. So like, I'm looking other places, but I don't know if I want to commit. No, honestly, I picked up Noctis recently. He's
okay.
Because he's.
Why is that?
Because the beauty of the design is he's so easy, right? You can learn him so quickly, and then
True.
You very quickly get into the gameplay. Try to get to the point where you are like experimenting in matches, and you're trying to like you get to the core gameplay very quickly. He doesn't take that long to learn, I feel.
Right.
Which
Not
is like
complex moves.
Yeah, I mean that's how he's built, right?
Right. Well, that's what we expected, that maybe a lot of Final Fantasy fans would come into the series and would get turned off if it's pretty complex controls.
It definitely worked out that way, I think, to where he's an easy entry-level character. I like that. But also, yeah, just like I said, the range, the control that he offers, right?
Damage too,
yeah.
right?
Really good return. That's what I mean. My thing was, I was really surprised actually that you didn't see him that much last year on competitive stages.
Right.
I mean, maybe that changes this year. We'll see. I think that he definitely has potential to be able to perform on those kind of stages. We'll see.
I've been playing a bit of Geese recently after seeing
he's fun, yeah.
Chikurin play him. It's just insane.
Even despite the recent meter gain nerf,
yeah,
right?
even so,
he's still. I mean, he still does what he does. Is the thing.
He's a bit different than the other characters I usually play, so it was kind of tough adapting to it. It's hard to put pressure. It's like your opponent makes a mistake, and then if you have the technical skill, then bam, you can use your meter to do massive damage. But I'm used to like the Mishimas where you can do a little bit more pressure. And Heihachi. Oh, Negan. Here we go. Is this going to be Kuzin again? Kuzin or Kuzin? Or how do you say it?
Kuzin. I believe so.
Pissing our pants yet?
He skipped.
Round 1. Fight.
Benkei Police versus Rito.
Benkei Police?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Benkei Police, if I'm not mistaken, he's a Gigas player, right?
Oh, yeah?
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. The Benkei name sounds familiar. I don't know where the police came from, though. And Rito.
Asuka.
He loves that move.
That's right. Yeah, some of those are linear, but a lot of plus range racked up here. You see he's able to take advantage, take the wall.
Yeah, it seems like you got to sidestep a lot with some of these attacks from Negan. Then he's going to the stance.
Again, frame advantage from there. But Rito able to respond back.
Round 2. Fight.
He's like, all right, you don't know how to...
He's just racking up, yeah, frame advantage, frame advantage.
You're not going to sidestep, I just keep doing this move over and over. Damn. This is supposed to be what Nobi was talking about, right? I forgot to check if you can parry the bat or not. Because if he's going to keep doing that over and over, you think Asuka tried to parry it.
Oh,
Maybe
man, again. Same situation, just getting launched, getting just tagged up in this wall. No whip punish, but okay, back three comes through. And Rito gonna take the wall as well.
Good use of the walls.
Looking for that last hit. Oh no! Narrowly gets the low to be able to close it out. Rito.
Up 2 rounds. But that stance auto parries the low, so he's not using it much though. You can push both kick buttons to go directly into it, or holding the right punch button after some of the moves goes to the
Shaping
stance.
with those lows, but here we go. That down 4-2. Big launch here. We've seen this on Twitter, man. The carry, the damage. There is merit in that. Plus range once again, cracking at the legs.
Damn.
Oh, spots her off the wall, picks her up, and gets the finish. Benkei
like,
Police versus Rito. Let's go. Last round.
Demon Slayer to the wall.
All those spins.
Counter
Gets
hit.
a counter hit. Yeah, gonna put him to the wall once again. Rito, advantageous position, but we've seen what Benkei Police can do, man. Gets the launch once again.
The wall.
At the wall.
Pretty
and
standard.
A little bit of extra damage on the ground. Cracker in the legs again. Plus frames. Oh, you want to parry? Parry this. Parry this. Oh,
Damn.
let's go, Rito. Give me the
Nice.
wall. You got to finish, though. There we
Oh,
go.
Man.
So
we got a girl.
That's Kuzen's girlfriend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she plays Asuka too.
Hate to see what the stream's saying. You know how they are. Negan, look,
No,
look.
no,
you know what he's talking about.
I'm
He's
sure
just
they're.
like,
I'm sure they're being gentlemen. I'm sure they're being just gentlemen and gentlewomen. I'm sure they're just fine. You can't encourage them, Mike. You gotta. You have to.
enhancing the stream.
Well, yeah, you gotta become. You gotta be a good example. She came to play, man. Yeah, good shit. Bro, if you're at this stage in a tournament, you take out a player like Benkei Police like that.
That was a fun Negan though. I enjoyed watching that one. He's just like, gonna pair this, I'm gonna smack you in the leg, right? And then he goes straight into the intimidation stance. And from there, he's got a throw you can't escape. He's got that kind of left uppercut. He's got a few good moves. One that's a side swipe, so you can't sidestep. Good Demon Slayer right
once
there.
again. Launch at the start, takes the wall. Spin it, then the counter hit as well after. Just to take the wall. And this was the cause for concern, right? When you get that down 4-2 right after that, this is where Rito lost those rounds before. Oh man, it's so scary. But then no fear. Everyone's but then look at this response, yeah. Give me the double lift kicks.
The startup was just too slow,
Take it
right?
to the wall. Oh, you think I'm scared? Hell out of here. Good stuff to Rito being able to hang on, stay in this tournament, man. Once again, this is first and one single elimination. If you've never played in a tournament like this, it's a different kind of mindset. Anybody can win in this kind of format. You know, even though Tekken, you are given, you know, unlike a lot of fighting games, it's first to 3 rounds like that, right? So you do have a little bit more time. But even so, man, this kind of tournament format can be very intimidating, especially against some of these characters, man. We've seen, what, a couple Leis so far already? Dude, you do not want to fight Lei in the first one. Like,
just one Lei.
just one? Oh, yeah, it's just one, but he's been making a run. But once again, guys, we are fishing for that 12th player for this Korea versus Japan international team battle that's about to go down, and this is going to be a big deal. Thanks for sticking with us. Again, this is all just kind of like foreplay, right? We're just looking for that that last player.
Again, not much relevance to the people on the stream. Okay. Something Japanese that was too fine print to read.
They cut the script. They cut the script.
So this is just for people who are showing up to the event. If you're in Tokyo, come out. You have a chance to win one of these. We got the Obsidian. Type in, I believe it's the Noir layout. The A10 from Astro, the gaming headset, and Asus monitor. So if you have free time on a Saturday and you're in Tokyo, come by. It's in Ikebukuro, I believe.
Yeah, man, come out.
Short walk from the station.
If you happen to be in Tokyo right now, there's still time. Come through the door. Come enter for this the chance to be able to win some of these cool prizes from Kamba, Astro, and Asus, bro. 3 people are gonna get a monitor. 3 people are gonna get that cool headset. 1 person's gonna get a stick with the Type N set stuff. Come out, bro. Don't be a coward.
Come hang out with me and Obama.
Bring me something to drink when you come. Some thirsty. God damn.
We're gonna be giving you some strong zeros, I think. I don't know if that'll quench your
No,
thirst.
I need water. How about that? Water would be good.
That water thing again. There you go. Always water.
But anyway, we got to be getting close to towards the end, right?
I think it's 64, right?
Yeah, 64. So yeah,
and we're only seeing 1 out of maybe 6 of the setups.
It's got to be about that time. But we got our next matchup queued. Let's see where we're going.
Yeah, you're right, because we only have the actual matches themselves between the 12 on 12 start at 3. We've only got 1 hour left. We were supposed to have an hour and a half in between, but I guess the equipment trouble. So we'll see.
Yeah,
is
it's
this
almost that time
again.
It very well could be. I believe so. Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Halkun.
UYU versus Halkun. Let's go. Jack versus Xiaoyu. What do you look for in this kind of matchup, Mr. Murray? Xiaoyu versus Jack. What are some points of contention?
think, you know, Jack's got such good range, but then again, Xiaoyu, you know, a lot of the moves that wouldn't whiff on other characters will whiff on her depending on what stance
That's true,
she's
yeah.
in.
Just because, kind of a passive ability of her, right? AOP, of course. There you go. Hulkun able to get this launch, though. Going to take the wall as well. Drop that shoulder on her. Yu, though, not afraid to press. Trying to get some of the space back. She knows she's in a bad position. Doesn't want to get too obvious with it. Yeah, it gets checked on with those jabs, though. Hulkun able to take the round.
It's a pretty small stage, too, which is, I would think, favoring Jack.
Yeah, it's a nasty circular type, too. Checking with these lows. Dropping that jackhammer. Big launch here from Yu, though. Gonna push to the wall herself.
Nice damage.
Oh,
ouch.
man.
Good
Gets
read.
mid-strike.
Making adjustments.
Round 3. Fight.
Still 2 rounds to go.
Gets her jab checks. In back turn. Nice. Rolling around to the right side. Gets another mid-strike again.
It's in a good place, though. I believe with Jack, you have to really get up close, right?
Yeah, then Hulkun responds in turn with the down 4-2.
To the wall. Jeez.
But
Good
Yu,
block.
she's done a really good job of, even though she gets in this position, right? A little bit obvious with that low there. Hulkun gonna punish her for it.
Could close it out.
Then drop the
not
shoulder.
quite.
Oh, had a chance, but then eats the big boot instead. Hulkun now on set game point, set point.
Round 4.
Set, right? In Japanese, they go leech.
Oh,
That's
no.
reach, though, right? Not leech.
That's the big reach, Michael Murray. Hulkun gonna punch her in the back.
Ouch.
Put her on this wall.
Good evasion, though.
Oh, you want this low? I'm gonna give it to you, girl. Hulkun once again with a big launch. Yu in trouble here, just outside of rage. In rage now. And eats the low. Hulkun able to close it out
Oh,
over
wow.
Yu.
So she's out, right?
She's out. Dude, it's first to one single
Damn.
elimination.
So
One and
Terrace
done.
Cutter's out. Yu's out.
Yeah, people who you would expect to, you know, be shoo-ins, I think, for that kind of team in this kind of tournament format. Just one and done, man. It's just like net play. It's just like ranked. I feel like I'm on ranked.
Except no rage quitters here, right?
I don't
think so.
I mean,
Right?
she looks a little disappointed, but I don't think it's like that. But that was what, a round 4 matchup? Yeah, we got to be getting closer than that by now.
I would think she'd be pretty used to the Jack matchup by now.
Yeah, for sure. But even so, man.
Hulkun just had he was good at keeping her out.
Yeah.
Good whiff punish.
Hulkun,
there.
yeah, with good whip punishes, he took advantage really well. Was able to push to the wall. Good blocks too. Yeah, he had some really good blocks and good response in turn. Yeah, read on the low.
Yeah, she just went for the big damage
Yep.
too early.
And I mean, it's first to one. Like it's you know, like that's
Yeah.
one way to do it. That's one way to do it. But Hulkun, he sniffed it out.
So those of you who just tuning in now, Michael Murray and Obama, we're looking at the Japanese team versus Korea team later on today. Right now, we're doing the last chance qualifier to decide that final team member of Team Japan. And from then, we'll take a short break. We're going into a Waseda-style team battle. And all 12 players on each team will be split into a team of 3 players. We'll do the Waseda style. Then depending on who wins, we'll find out there's a kind of a life mechanic to the battle as well later on that will come into play. And Obama and myself will explain that when we get there.
Yeah, for now, guys, just sit tight, just wait. We're just looking for this last player, and then we're going to get to the good shit. Just hold on, sit tight, get yourself something to drink, get yourself something to eat, take it easy. The good matches are going to come soon, we promise. Like we said, you know, we've been kind of flirting with these kinds of exhibitions for the past year and a half or so, but this one I think is going to have really big payoff, I think, for the Tekken community. Some of the other ones were more maybe for mainstream audiences, kind of just to showcase the game, showcase what the community is about. This is going to be, you're going to get some sets.
It's really
I think
an
that's what you
all-star
guys want.
battle, you
Yeah.
know, the best of Japan, the best of Korea. So.
I mean, that's the idea. So, let's see what we got, man.
Waiting for drivers to update, maybe?
Drivers to update, it could be anything. Gotta just sit tight. This is, but I mean, this is also, you know, there is, without struggle, there is no progress. This is part of just running events on PC in general. You get used to this.
Looks like a lot of people are just having fun, You see their friends cheering them on as they're trying to get through the earlier rounds of the last chance qualifier. We got some of the big players here that you would expect to already be in the lineup that are already out, like Obama was saying. Yu from Team UIU.
Yu gone. Mamba died round 1, round 2. Tara's Cutter out round 2.
And I don't even know who maybe disappeared off stream as well.
I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, man. First to one single elimination is just brutal, bro.
Location, let's touch on that. I like it. We're used to doing the events at the Esports Square in Akihabara, which it's a little bit more compact, it feels like, than this venue. This is, do you remember what the name was? It's like
LJS Esports something.
Right. It's in
Ikebukuro, yeah.
Which is kind of a cool place as well, and it's a big town with a lot to do.
There's a lot to do outside, I noticed, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't talk about this real vicinity,
Anyway, Claudio versus Jack.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Yakuza games around here.
Yeah,
if you played that.
You could say that.
That's what it looks like.
Wagi Claudio, though, stepping up to Halkun Jack.
Both these guys from the previous match, right?
Yep. And this is the semifinal. Yeah, we're starting to get to the home stretch here. Halkun, yeah, drops the ender. Yeah, struggling. Oh, man. Wagi now starting to eat him up with those lows. Gets a big hit here. The side step 4. Oh, man. Yo, he just put the dive kick out there. Halkun ready with those whip punches. We saw him do it really, really well towards the later rounds against Yu.
He just took off 40% right there.
Yeah,
wow.
like nothing, man. That's a big robot, bro.
Big food. Wall pressure.
My man is wearing camo pants and Tim. Not even Tim. Those are Walmart
Are those
boots.
your pants, Maji?
Yeah. That's the all costume. That's the all costume. Halkun also playing pretty laterally too, man. Just a lot of wait and see. Just take his punishes. Not showing a lot of step either. Oh, tried to go low, but Wagi beat him
strategy.
to it.
Wagi staying up close.
Yeah, and then the hop kick gonna work out for Wagi here.
Didn't finish it off though.
Oh, low parry though. Halkun in rage too. He can carry just a little bit more. Break the glass.
Ouch. This is gonna hurt. I have a little bit left.
Yeah, scaled just enough to be able to keep him alive, but then, wow, just eats the big boot.
Good follow-up.
Yo, Halkun running it back.
Good punish. A little bit more cautious now for Claudio. He's only got 1 round left, maybe. Oh, whiff and then hop kick.
Yeah, that could have been bigger, but took what he could get. Try to plant those seeds.
I understand the
Jack Hammer, oh, pull-out game so strong.
To the wall. He's got the starburst.
Once again, oh man. Wasn't ready for it.
Oh, walks
Wagi
into
with
that
the down
right
forward too. Yeah, just gonna launch him with this uppercut. In rage, gonna take the wall once again. Just go low.
Cancel. Ah, he's out. Halkun's on fire, but not bad play from the Claudio player though. Wagi, was it?
Yeah, Wagi going out in semifinals, so it's gonna be hot. That means Halkun, yeah, in grand finals. That would mean.
Are we that far?
Well, it's semifinals, yeah. I would think so. It's got to be the next one. This has got to be what, round 5 by now.
That would make another Jack.
Yeah, that would be what, 3 Jacks on Team Japan.
That's what it's
Yeah, Japan has 3. If Halkun wins, Japan is 3 Jacks, 2 Kazumis, and what else? 3 Jacks, 2 Kazumis, and
there was another one, right? You were mentioning earlier. For
what
the life of me, I can't remember.
Something like that, but yeah, team. Yeah, the character diversity.
Because Nonoma's Jack, right?
Yeah. It wasn't Jack. It was Jack, Kazumi, and one other character.
Only Nobi was with Dragunov. Man, that's killing me. I'm trying to think of what it was. I tweeted a list of players and their characters today, so if you aren't familiar, just check that out.
Team Jack and yeah. But what's going on with y'all at home, man? Talk to us. How do y'all feel about this this team exhibition?
Geese. There was 2 geese.
Yeah, 2 geese. Yeah. Pecos and Chikarin, right?
Right.
Yeah.
double with Law as always. Jotaro, we're going to see using Jack 7 and one of the Jacks you mentioned. Pecos, obviously, with Geese. Nobi's going to be doing Dragunov. Yu with his typical Fen. Kare, obviously, with Kazumi. Norma's got the Jack. Take going back to Kazumi after using other characters for some time.
Yeah, even in Strong Style Japan, like, for example, Kare, I'm pretty sure signed up with Lei at Strong Style Japan.
Yeah.
But going to Kazumi for the exhibition match, I can understand.
Then for Team Korea, we've got Kudans. He'll be using Devil Gene, obviously. Breadman
はい
with
それで
Claudio.
はですね決勝戦を開始いたす前
Here we
に
go, this is grand final.
そのね選手の方に壇上に上がっていただきたいと思います。決勝戦に進出した両選手どうぞ。
Yo, if you want to see JZCR, just sit tight, man. I'm looking at him. He's sitting down practicing right now. Relax. Calm down. Soon enough.
So
はい決勝戦進
this
出おめ
guy's
でとう
not
ご
a
ざいます。
surgeon.
それではですね
Japanese
決
dudes
勝戦
often
を
wear
開
these
始する前に両
masks,
選手から
especially
意
now
気込
since
みを聞
there's
い
a
て
lot of
まいり
pollen
ましょう。
flying around.
まずはワンピー側ハルくん選手いかがでしょう
Halkun.
か。
That was the Jack player we just saw. So that must be this guy on the
頑張り
left
ます
here.
まあここまで来れたのも大勢のおかげなんで
I'm going to try my
ありがとうございま
best.
す
I was able to get this far thanks
あ
to
りがとうございま
Taisei.
す。続い
That's
て
what he was saying.
2P が B 選手心境はいかがでしょうか。
B. Oh, that was the Elisa player.
韓国と戦いたいと思います
So he says he wants to win here so he can fight Team Korea.
ありがとうございます。さあそれではいよいよ両選手対戦の方に移らせていただきますので準備の方をお願いいたします。
So either way, it's going to be a character that they already have on Team Japan.
Right. Elisa or Jack. Who
それで
will
は
we see?
ここからは実況解説のゲンヤさんそして
So
中田さん
Halkun was
よろしくお願いいた
friends
し
with
ます。
Taisei, it seems.
Yeah, so that begs the question: is he from Kyushu? Did he come out all the way here?
It could be. Otherwise, I don't know how those guys would... Oh, Shano just casually strolling by here. Yeah, I don't know how those guys would be meeting up otherwise,
If-
so could be.
That's that's pretty wild. If he came from Kyushu to this event, hey, you want to come on? Here.
Hey, Chanel, Kung Fu Master, how you doing?
皆さんこんばんは。はじめまして、シャネルです。
How do you like Julia?
So good. Good, Julia.
Cool, looking forward to it. Good luck today. I'll see you later.
Yeah, he was streaming a good bit for the past 2 days, exploring her, and he seemed pretty content. Seemed pretty happy.
We'll see. Seems strong so far. Nice combo damage, a lot of good options.
It's
We'll see.
Dude, she's scary at the wall, man. That's what I'm worried
The
about.
mix-ups.
Yeah, it's reward too. Reward at the wall for her is she's nasty, man.
I gotta let you guys in on a secret for the stream. So when we were developing Julia, you know that streamer thing that she has going on, right? The original one said Julia Channel was her channel, right?
Yeah.
And then when we looked into it, it turned out to be a porn site, so we couldn't use that one anymore. So I forgot what her channel turned out the name was. but we had to change it.
I'm very pleased that you made the decision not to do that.
It's like, let's do a quick check to make sure nothing pops up. And oh, the worst thing that could pop
Oh yeah,
up
you
is-
dodged the bullet certainly. But here we go, B vs Halkun. Trying to see who's gonna get this last spot on Team Japan. He getting clapped up in the
What do you think
mid-range
about
right
the matchup here?
Yeah, on this kind of stage, it's got to be on B to keep good movement. Try to keep himself as much real estate as possible, right? Doesn't want to get locked up
Right.
against the wall against Jack.
But if he can get to those sliding doors, you know, I think he would be able to do
Yeah,
some
make a
massive
combo
damage.
video, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's got to keep good mobility, keep that space. Has a life advantage at this point. Don't have to overextend. Testing him low parry, then aggressive low parry.
Round 2. Fight.
As we mentioned, the winner will go on to fight Team Korea.
Right off the bat, jackhammer. Big launch here from B, gonna get the wall.
Nice
Man,
damage.
that did a lot. B's so ready with these techs, though.
Oh my god.
Stop touching me, girl.
Good
B.
Round 3.
Yeah, despite Halkun, ready with the throw breaks, but B was able to take positional advantage each time.
Good sidestep by Elisa though.
Oh man, he's getting cut up.
Yeah,
That's
those
scary, man. At the
chainsaws now.
wall. I don't care what kind of metal you made out of, son. You ain't good enough to break
Ouch.
that. B,
Three
Alisa.
straight.
Wins the LCQ. He's going to join Team Japan. So now you're looking at 2 Geese, 2 Kazumis, 2 Geese, 2 Kazumis, 2 Alisas on Team Japan.
Right.
Half the roster is 3 characters.
But you know, it's funny. A lot of people don't say Jack is that strong anymore. Alisa, they don't say is that strong anymore. A lot of the people you hear saying that the top tier characters.
はい、B 選手おめでとうございます。準
No
備が
double
できましたら
teams
ちょっと
either
前
on
の方
Team
に
Japan.
出てきて
Norman's
いただけ
actually
ますで
using
しょうか。
Jack.
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, Kudan's is the only Mishima in the
Right?
tournament.
見事に優勝しました
I'm
B
sad.
選手
I'd
に
like to see more.
これからお話を伺
I
ってい
think
きたいと思います。
Heihachi is pretty
まあ、
good
結構ね
this
専
season
門的
too.
なお話となりますので、ここからはですねこの質問はジェンヤさんとそしてハメコさんの方からお願いいたしたいと思います。
So now it seems Genya and Hamiko are going to be asking the winner about his impressions.
And for some reason, they're just going to cut the. So I guess that's cool. Only one match? Yeah, it's first to one single elimination, guys. You missed it. That was the LCQ, and B, Alisa, is now going to join the rest of Team Japan.
He said, my friends always said I was really good at short tournaments or short matches. As in, you know, first to one kind of thing. Sorry, I have no idea what you're saying because we can't hear the questions.
そうですね。その昔から第一線張ってるプレイヤーとこう共に戦えて、今正直ワクワクしてます。
Just talking about how he's excited to be able to play
二
with a
人
lot
に
of the
おんぶに抱っこじゃなくて自分
really
でも
well-known players.
その勝利もぎ取っていきたいと思います。
He doesn't want to ride in the coattails. He wants to pull his weight. That's what he's saying.
はいはいはいはい。そうですね。高校3年18歳の B と申します。
Wow, he's
普段
18
東
years
京
old.
18.
で巣鴨か
Third year in
池
high
袋
school.
あたりで鉄拳させていただいており
He's
ます。
playing at
そうですね
Sugamo
自分タッ
often.
ク中学1年生の頃からこうタック2
First
に
year
やっ
junior
て
high, he started
やって、まあ
Tekken Tag
こうして
2.
結果を初めて得られたんでとても嬉しいです。この
He's
まま
happy to be able to
勢いに乗って頑張りたいと思います。
to have results like he did today. He's going to do his best. Go easy on him, guys. He's an 18-year-old high school kid still. Still learning the ways of the FGC. Sure he'll have a cool jersey sometime.
そうですね。ウルさんさんは19でしたっけ？
He's talking about how
一個上でそう
age, I
自分の
think.
先輩
Ul-san
なん
is
で、
19 years
まあ
old
一泡
apparently.
吹かせたいと思います。で世界の2位さんはまあ頑張ります。
And also is looking forward to
そうで
the
すね。
best
シャ
in
ネ
the
ルさん
world
は
knee.
同じアリサ使い
He'll
なん
try
で
his best.
ちょっと相手に分かられちゃう部分もあるかもしれないんですけど、
He's saying,
自分の個性を出して
If he meets up
そう
with
ですね
Chanel,
当たったら
they have the same
破
character,
ってい
so
きたいと思います。
Chanel will know all the tricks, but he'll have to do his best to beat Chanel.
Yeah, I
Good
believe
luck with that one.
the group is what? Nee, Chanel, and who else?
はい、
Oh,
ありがとうございます。
Oh, the team, you mean?
さ
Yeah,
あ、
the
そして
group.
本当にね、いよいよこの後が本番でございますが、ぜひ B 選手頑張っていただきたいと思います。
Like he was saying,
見事、
Ulsan, Ni, and
枠予
Chanel.
選優勝し本戦
And he
に
was
出
saying that
場した
because
B 選手
his
に
team,
今
the
一度大
Japan
きな
team,
拍手を
is
お
going
願い
to
い
be
たし
Team
ます。
B,
そして
and it would
B
face
選手の
Team B
本
from
戦の
Korea,
活
which were
躍
those
を
three
皆さん
players.
楽しみにし
So
て
his
いてくだ
teammates
さ
are
い。
going to be
B 選手ありがとうござい
Hakayo,
ま
who's
した
going to be using King, and Double using Law. Will be his teammates for that block B.
King Law Lisa versus
はい、
what?
これに
Julia
てですね
Negan
当日枠
and
予選は終了とな
Julian
ります。
Kazumi